What's poppin', my people? It is Tuesday, June 1st.
What's poppin', my people? Indeed, episode 28. We can't wait to get into this one. We got a beer of the week,
We got the last cribbage game,
beer history.
and we're going to think of some HUA Beer recipes.
We always got a joke of the week.
Yeah, we just need to start with that beer of the week.
Of course, man. Let's do it.
Thank you for tuning in. I know your time is valuable. There's thousands of other podcasts that you could have settled for, but now you're just vibing with two goofy dudes from Wisconsin who like to discuss their problems and figure out ways to solve them and challenge the listeners.
You be the
to get
listeners.
them out of their comfort zone. Try some shit they ain't done before. This is Hold Us Accountable.
Episode 28.
Yeah, this is Hold Us Accountable.
This is Hold Us Accountable.
Yeah, this is Hold Us Accountable. This is Hold Us Accountable.
Yeah,
This is Hold Us Accountable.
God damn, ladies and gentlemen.
Hell yeah.
Hold us accountable.
2-8.
2-8. We almost
Adrian
30.
Peterson. Ahmad Kärel.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
AJ Dillon.
Hey, the
Hey.
trunk, what is it? Trunkzilla.
The
Quadzilla.
Quadfather.
Quadfather. Almost. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on?
Almost
Welcome
got
to Hold Us Accountable. That is that show, and today we got a good one for you.
Hell yeah. What's up, everyone? My name is Max.
Hey, my name is Carl.
Can't wait to get into this one.
Just a couple
What?
goofy dudes
Couple-
from Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Couple thirsty dudes from
Thirsty.
Wisconsin.
Hey, man, I'm thirsty. This beer's looking cold. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's just get to the goddamn point. Max, crack me up some of that shit.
Oh, yeah.
It's episode 28, beer of the week, mother. All right.
I like beer cause it is good. I drink beer because I should. If there was a song to sing, I sing it and beer you bring. I drink beer when I am sad, cause the beer it makes me glad. Now there's nothing left to say, so let's go drink.
I'm fucking thirsty.
Beer is good! Beer is good! Beer is good! It's so
Yeah, hey, you guys know what time it is. This is episode 28, beer of the week, and we got a beer right from the streets of our own village. That is Zimbaldi Beer Yard Games IPA, proudly brewed in our stomping
Alloway,
grounds.
Wisconsin.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Yard
First,
games, huh?
Yard Games. Kind of getting into the theme of next week, possibly.
5% ABV.
A little light for my tastes, but
What's in the name? You want to read this?
you can read it.
All
I
right.
like when you read.
What's in the name? Our refreshing IPA is packed with flavor from Citra and Centennial hops, supported by subtle, toasty malt. It is the perfect pairing for a sunny afternoon or your favorite yard games.
Oh, son of a. Let me tell you a little. Well, first of all,
What are we going to rate this beer
yeah, I
on?
was just going to say, we kind of forgot, man. I don't know. Do you want to just stick with this number game for a little while?
Yeah, I think so.
Stick with the number
Stick
game.
with numbers.
Well,
yeah.
Max, have a couple drinks, get the old taste buds flowing.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about Zambaldi beer.
Let me tell you a little
Curious,
bit about
man.
that.
I know it's right down the road from me, but I don't know much about it, so
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
excited to learn a little history, a little recent events, a little of this, a little of that, little Gallagher's Pizza moving in next door.
Oh, yeah, not a bad idea.
Yeah,
Nothing like
it's
getting
smart,
all
smart.
buzzed up and getting some greasy za.
Grabbing a za,
You know what I
man.
mean? Well, it didn't start right here in old Alloway, the old village of Alloway.
It did not, huh?
No, it was a traveling band.
Traveling band.
Our story, huh? It's taken us a while to get here. Head brewer David started home brewing in the Army barracks in 1999 when he fell in love with the craft beer in Washington State. Abby, David's wife, discovered how delicious beer could be while backpacking in Munich, Germany?
Munich.
Munich. Ah, fuck.
Yeah, you know, if you never,
Munich.
never been to Germany or seen that word, no
Abby,
shame there.
David's wife, discovered how delicious beer could be while backpacking in Munich, Germany in 2005. Wade, Abby's big brother, has sought out delicious beer from Alaska to Budapest to Chile and everywhere in between since 2000. The idea to start our own beer company and eventually a brew house and tasting room was hatched years ago. not surprisingly delicious craft beer. That was before we got busy with life, jobs, kids, a dog named Porter, chickens, moves across the country, and moves back home again. What kept calling us back to this dream was the love of raising glasses together. Abby and Wade's grandparents believe that every day, no matter how ordinary, deserves to be celebrated by raising glasses together. We are excited to share our beer and raise a glass together with you. So, Max,
Hell yeah.
I will raise a
Cheers.
glass to you.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers, man.
It's a good IPA.
It is a good IPA.
It's good.
I was telling Max
Refreshing,
before we
crisp.
I was telling Max before we started the show, I probably should go back to like 3rd grade reading, figure that thing out.
No, dude, just 6th grade. You don't need to go back that
That's
far.
not bad.
Yeah.
Middle school.
You just got to get back to
I'll
middle
fit in.
school.
Hey, it's a tasty brew.
It is good.
It's not. I don't know. It's just like an.
It doesn't stand out.
No, it's
just
like
a-
an ordinary IPA to
Just a
me.
Crisp, refreshing IPA. Yeah, kind of fits the mold of some of the beers we've had recently, where it does kind of could get lost in the shuffle of all the ones we've had. Like,
Lost in the sauce.
yeah, like we said, it doesn't stand out. It's not a beer that made me go, oh, that's something new.
like
That's
last week's beer,
Yeah, that Sweetwater.
Sweetwater. Yeah,
Brewing
the
Company,
420
the extra pale
extra
ale.
pale ale. That was
That
a
was very
tasty
good.
brew.
Yeah, and I had someone reach out to me too and say that's one of their favorite pale ales. So I think
Yeah, that was
that
that was a pretty off the charts. I think I gave it a 7.9.
Yep.
You gave it like a 7.87.
7, yeah, something weird. No, that was a good one. So yeah, we're just gonna stick with the number rating.
But I mean, you got to appreciate a little more of the fact that it does come right in our backyard, brewed right in the backyard.
So I don't know if I just completely wasn't paying attention. So they didn't. So this isn't their first brewery. They've got more than one. It doesn't say.
It doesn't say. It's
Okay.
kind of a. I don't know if I read it so shitty that I didn't understand what I was saying, or if it was just kind of like.
No, you didn't read it.
You know what I mean?
The only thing the Munich was the only thing that.
Yeah, Munich. Munich?
Munich?
Was that a Munich?
What do you got
What
there?
What kind of sandwich eating? Munich.
What kind of Munich is it you got over
A
there?
little Munich. Hey, we'll get there. Hey, well, it's only episode 28.
Yeah, we're only 28 episodes in. We got infinity more to go.
Perfect. By the end of this one, we'll be able to read.
Where am I trying to? Oh, here we go.
Yeah, not a bad beer. Not a bad beer. I mean, like I said, it's pretty ordinary. Nothing pops at me. There's not a taste that's different than any other regular IPA that I've had.
Right.
But it's not. It's good. It's a drinkable. It's refreshing, man.
I think when it comes to an IPA, I think sometimes the brewers can maybe get caught up in making it so hoppy and that it just kind of bogs it down. And one is fine, but I think the ones we've kind of been having, some of the ones that just kind of get mixed in are the ones that really don't take a chance at making it something a little different, a little more hoppy maybe, or a little more something or else.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure what that would be in the beer brewing world, but we're hopefully going to look at that today.
See, I was looking at Patio Pale Ale. I think that would have been a one to get. So they got.
Let me try to find these beers here.
I couldn't find like a beer list on their website. But Patio Pale Ale, they got Yard Games IPA. Yeah, hit the Facebook, hit the FB. But yeah, I mean, if you live in the Green Bay area or somebody who enjoys visiting new breweries, and Baldy's right on South Webster. I think it's South Webster. Just down where the new Gallagher's is. So if you're familiar with the area, like basically right across the street from Schrader's Flowers. But, I mean,
let's see if we can find any I doubt
Beer
it.
list.
Oh, where do you see that?
Right
there.
Yep, right there. So
All right, let's see what they got here.
So
We got Arnie
Brow,
Brow. Arnie Brow, Baru.
Blonde Ale.
They got Dragon's Wit. Ginger Lime Wit Beer.
Interesting.
Peach Beta Have My Honey.
Peach better have my honey.
Peach Better Have. Oh, good.
Yeah,
Nice call.
there we go.
Nice call. Peach Better Have My honey. Interesting. Belgian ale with fruit and honey. No kidding, huh?
You don't say.
Alley the
Meatball
Red
Man.
Irish Ale. I like
Interesting.
a red ale. I don't have
Yeah,
many of them, but
I
when
do
I
like
do,
a red
I do
ale.
enjoy a red ale.
Might have to try one.
Meatball Man Amber. Interesting.
That sounds a little thick.
It sure does. The Alawayan
The Alawain
2.
2. Amber
Amber.
Farmhouse. Rompin' Stompin' Hell. Man, they got some funky ass beers, man.
Good Dog Porter. This beer is named after their dog.
Oh,
I did hear that story somewhere.
Patio Pale Ale. Ooh, not
Doesn't
3.5.
Yeah, 3.5.
Yard
rating.
Games IPA has a 4, almost 4 stars.
Yeah, basically 4.
Haze of Our Lives IPA, it's about the same.
Yep.
Berry Air. So they got a lot of fruity, funky, different flavored beer. They have a variety for people
See
who
what
like
their
to
highest rated beer is. There's really none that are.
about kind of all sit the same. I think they're
This Peach Better Have My Money is a solid 4.
Yep.
And that's the only one that's a solid 4. Meatball Man is a 3.25. Rompin' Stompin' Hell 3.25. Porter pretty much 4. Patio 3.5. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I mean, based on kind of these reviews, that these all just kind of seem like your run of the mill beers
yeah,
in their category. They're just they're good. Nothing,
nothing outstanding.
but for a small little brewery, that's all you kind of need. You just
Yeah.
need.
And they just got that place up and going. I mean,
Yeah.
probably last summer, right?
Right.
It's been a year.
And I mean, how many people are really going to have their Dragon's Wit, and it better be a damn good lime wit beer, otherwise
know?
they're leaving.
Yeah,
it's
that
like-
peach better have my honey, or else I'm
Just
leaving
make
this
it
place.
drinkable and somewhat enjoyable, and that's
So going out that, I'm gonna give this a 5.8.
we're very close on the same page. I was just gonna give it a 6 across the board,
Okay.
and just say, you know what, it's better
So-so,
than average.
you know.
I think
I
I
think this beer might
once-
got to me.
Once you get to like over a 6, if you hit a 7, that's like you got a little something extra to it.
Yeah, then there's something that sticks out, something that really catches
Right.
the taste,
Right.
taste buds.
Yeah,
And
but no,
I mean, I'm not complaining.
no, not at all. No, not
It ain't
complaining.
no point drop dead blonde ale or
No.
fizzy poppin' fuck beer that we had.
Right, but it's not. It's no.
I mean,
no,
at the end of the day, I wasn't like the name on that beer like the bubbler. So we bring this up every fucking
Yeah.
episode. Just
like, how did we not see that coming?
why is it so bubbly? This stupid bubbly beer.
Thing is just bubbling all over the place, man.
So I mean, I got kind of sorry for not a 2 outstanding beer of the week, you guys.
No,
I mean, there really
yeah,
wasn't the greatest background of it. I mean, it's brewed right in Alloway where we both grew up, which is awesome.
Right.
But I mean, we're having beers though,
Yeah.
man.
Well, dude,
We're
I mean,
raising
it's not.
glasses
It's
together.
it's not a super well-known brewery.
Yeah.
They don't have the greatest website.
Yeah,
You know.
you can tell they're just getting started.
Yeah. So it's no. I mean, we got a little bit of history. The guy who started it started brewing in a barracks, and where was he? Do you remember where he was?
Nam.
In Nam.
I think it said
Started in a
Washington or
barracks,
something. I don't fucking know.
Oh wait, here we go.
Yeah, barracks
in Washington State.
in Washington State.
Yeah, so I mean, just a little bit. But no,
Hey.
it's
I like the logo. I like where they're headed. I like the
location.
location.
Yeah.
Sort of that. Oh, crack one up and raise one together. Raise your glasses, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're gonna get a little feisty, a little Rasta, man. Sorry.
I like beer 'cause it is good.
Yeah,
I drink beer because I should. If there was a song to sing, I sing it and beer.
I like the beer, man.
I drink beer when I am sad.
Yeah.
'Cause the beer, it makes me
Yeah,
glad.
man.
Now there's nothing left to say, so let's go drink beer.
Somebody, man.
is good. Beer is good. Beer is good. It's the
Oh, it sure is good and stuff.
Beer is good.
So we have
and-
the beer of the week, Zambaldi Yard Games IPA, leads us into our games, our game of the week, kind of. We like to play a little game, something fun to get us thinking about our weekly challenges. We're still gonna roll with the weekly challenge grid.
Yep.
We're still going to play a game. Who's ever the winner at the end of the game will roll dice to see what weekly challenge we have. So hopefully next week we're going to have
tabletop bag toss.
bag toss. We're going to have tabletop games and not yard games.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
Did we talk about this yet?
I think, yeah, we did.
Yeah, we decided that that's what we wanted to do. So we kind of did. I mean, just light research, see where we can find it, and then I got a little bored at work one day and decided to try and make it myself.
Yeah, I think it'll.
Yeah, I
I
failed.
bet you because we saw one at like Target or something, and that was probably just way too small.
Yeah, and
That
I
would've
went
been
off
too
like
little.
bag toss, tabletop bag toss set that I found. It's like 10.5 by 10.5 inches by 15, and so I mean it's perfect. I think it'll,
Yeah.
and had some extra scrap wood laying around. I did a couple trial errors, and
Hell yeah.
I think it's gonna be pretty badass. I ordered some custom HUA stickers for it and everything,
Oh,
man.
It's gonna be sweet.
And I found, so I was looking, it's like, where can I find mini bag toss, like bean bags? Sure shit, we had a mini, like, yard bag toss game in Lexi's trunk.
ready to go. Ready
So-
to go.
Got them ready, so hopefully,
Sweet.
yeah, by next week we'll be playing.
Yeah, because we don't need to order bags. We got the bags.
Got the bags, and then the following week we'll have the logo right on there.
We'll have the logo on. We'll have the board set and ready to go.
So what do we play bag toss up 21.
Up to 21, and I think we said we're going to do a down and back,
Down and back, yep.
and then what we'll do, because I don't think it'll take us that long to play to 21. It might take us like.
No, but we should play. We should be able to cancel out points.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we'll play just regular rules, and then I mean, if
Maybe
anything, we can just extend, like, not play to 20 and play to like fucking 41 or something.
That's true. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's a good.
'Cause then it's it'll be fun. We'll have to kind of dick around with the camera, see where it's a good angle, so we can get us both in here. We'll have we'll just stretch the mics out so we'll be able to sit and talk while we're playing.
Yeah, I think we might have to just pop the mics off,
Yeah.
but we'll see. I mean, we'll play around with it when when the boards are done, and
Yep.
like before a show, we'll just kind of try to set it up how we think we could do it.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be really
get us
cool.
up and active in the stew, get us stretched out.
Oh yeah, bake toss. will
Big
really
toss.
get us.
Oh yeah, couple 12-ounce curls, couple 4-ounce big.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Gonna need a protein shake.
Gonna need a
afterwards.
Celsius. Stay
This
fit.
show brought to you by.
So yeah.
No, that'll be bag toss is gonna be cool. I'm really looking forward to that. The cribbage game. Cribbage is fun. It's great, but I always think of cribbage as almost like a winter time thing. Maybe
Up at
obviously
the
you can play it. You
cabin.
can play up at a cottage, on a rainy day. But if it's nice outside, you want to be outside. Do so like.
Good like winter up north game.
Yeah. So I'm excited to kind of change it up, get into a little bit of a new jive going. But should we get into our last game here?
Yeah, we might as well just play off this, retire the cribbage board. Maybe it'll come back out. But
Yeah.
we've been holding on. We've been playing this. How long did it take us that last cribbage game? Probably like 10
Let
Not
me.
even.
Because we rolled on episode 25. So let me see. Let's check it out here. We got. I don't think it was there.
I don't think we started playing for.
I'm just going back and looking through at our show descriptions to see if I can find the one where.
Definitely late. I bet it was like 15. We thought that thing was.
We're talking through our new weekly challenge format.
Okay, we're getting
So
there.
that was episode 14. So let's see episode 15.
We play our first hand of
Good
cribbage.
call, man.
Hey,
Good
look
call.
at me
Episode
doing
15.
things.
So it took us 10 episodes.
10 episodes. Okay, so this one. So then we're gonna have to what do we play tabletop testicle toss after this, or fucking
Yeah, we could we could try to find
or beer pong with our beer of the week.
there.
I mean, I don't know.
We'll have to get creative.
Yeah, we will.
But
hey, so if any listeners out there have any ideas for tabletop games we can play to determine our weekly challenge,
preferably some type of summer yard game that you can convert to eventually what I think we could get in here would be a little mini hoop.
oh man,
Just play a game of pig, or
not
something.
a bad idea. I like the idea.
That might have to be where
when we
or
upgrade.
the stew a little bit.
Yeah,
when,
which is
when and if that happens.
thinking about it.
and
We can maybe talk about that a little
think
later.
Tank. Yeah,
Yeah,
of course. Talk about anything once. Our fucking show.
yeah, exactly. Fuck you. Never mind. I'm sorry. I love you guys.
Yeah. So let's get into this last hand of cribbage here.
Last hand of crib.
Let's do it, man. Let's see. Should we just cut to deal? Just
Yeah, because you're not the winner anymore. We're past that day.
I mean, I think I did win last time too.
Shit. Dude.
No.
Hey, speaking of this, we have to do a brewery tour.
Yeah. We do.
So I think everything's kind of starting to lift now.
Well, and we decided on it was Copper State.
Oh yeah, Copper State.
we
So
were
we'll do a little
rolling
after
dice.
we play a game of crib,
Yeah.
and then we decide our weekly challenge. Can we maybe get our weekly challenge board up?
Of course.
See what we're looking at here, and then then we'll look into Copper State,
see what they have. See their tour schedule. See if they
Yep,
have any
yep.
brewery tours rolling.
So if anybody's listening who's not caught up to date, played this cribbage game. We played a whole cribbage game, one-handed game, and it was to determine a winner and a loser for the loser bracket, winner bracket. And so what it came out to be was Max won the game, like the asshole he is, and we decided that the loser would buy a brewery tour for him and the winner. So then we decided on Copper State, which is a Green Bay, a local brewery. So eventually, as soon as they open all restrictions and we're able to take a little bit of a tour, we'll hop on that, do a tour, have some grub,
Yeah.
just have
On your dime.
on my dime, and wonder if they'd be cool with us bringing in GoPro.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Man, I wonder if we could call them and just
Can we do an episode?
if that would
That's a lot. They probably are busy.
or if they have. I wonder if they have a private room that we might be able to rent. I don't know how expensive it would be.
on my dime.
Well, no, not that wouldn't be on your dime.
No, but that'd be cool. I
But
mean, if we can set up.
If we could set something up, yeah. Oh yeah, and before we get into the cribbage game too, I'd have the mini surprise I got to tell you about. But I'm just gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
Well, there he goes. Telling me about a surprise, leaving me hanging. But no, that'd actually be pretty awesome if we can do our brewery tour of Copper State and possibly set up a little bit of equipment, toss up the old banner, and do an episode live from Copper State Brewery. But who knows? Anything's an idea at this point. Me and Max are flowing with ideas all the time, and it's what keeps it exciting, man. It's what keeps it exciting. What keeps us rolling every day. So me and Max are about to get into the final episode 28 weekly challenge cribby game right after Max's big surprise, which I have no idea. I kind of hope it's food. I'm pretty hungry. There he is, back in action. All right. Fuck is this surprise, guy?
All right. So I got the float tank scheduled.
Oh, good for you. I was actually just thinking about that.
I got our sensory deprivation tank scheduled for... Oh, why did I do it for next week? God damn it, I'm going to have to reschedule. Well, no, we could technically... No, I should reschedule. We have to bottle next week, Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Why did I not think of that?
Idiot.
Because, okay, this is what I was thinking. I was like, oh, we're going to record on Monday, but we bottle on Tuesday. God, I'm so dumb. Well, anyway, it'll be for next week, hopefully.
Well, so do we want to just record next week Tuesday? We'll bottle, then record, and then, like, film the process again? Or
That's what I was thinking.
So we'll film the process, then we could probably just come back here and, like, do a short recording. Because I don't think, is bottling going to take a while?
I have no idea.
Okay,
I forgot
so maybe
to bring
we'll
the
just
instructions.
Maybe we'll just do a live episode from the brewing basement.
Right.
And then we're traveling Stu. Then if we can schedule the next week for floating.
Yeah.
And maybe do a short episode.
Yeah, I'll have to...
It's a lot to think about.
I can't believe I did that.
I mean, it's no big deal. It's
Well,
always
no,
there.
I was pumped to, like... I was thinking about bottling beer. Because I'm like, oh, we just got to wait a week and then we can bottle it. You know, I've been thinking about it. And then I called them and I scheduled it for the day. I can't believe I did that. Anyway, well, I did have it scheduled, but I'll have to reschedule.
Hey. I appreciate that, man.
But yeah, I mean, so I had it scheduled for 4:30. Does that time work for you if we do that in the future? Is that a good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so
Hey, buddy. Hey.
surprise, it's going to be rescheduled.
Hey, just surprise me next week.
Yeah, no.
Hey.
But yeah, no, I was thinking about that and just I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's just do this. I think it'd be fun to do.
Yeah, it's about, I think you got me that for Christmas.
Yeah, that was Christmas. But,
Yeah, so
you know,
just waiting for the right time, man.
Waiting
You
for
know,
the
we're
right-
just feeling it out still.
waiting for the right time. But yeah, so we got that. And yeah, so we mentioned bottling beer and that process. We will get into that in a little bit. But we got to play this game of cribbage, man. Let's
Yeah,
get
we
this
do,
going.
we do. Let's get it popping. Let's get it rocking. Yo, this is episode 28, the final game of cribbage, ladies and gentlemen.
I hope it's great.
This is for the weekly challenge. Yeah. Hey, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate the game of cribbage, but it's time to lay you to rest. And I'm going to go out on top this time. Probably. Yeah, I am.
We're going to find out.
Max
I like
Millie,
this
Max
tune,
Millie.
man. All right.
Yeah. All right. Can I grab? All right, so we're flipping. We're cutting to see who gets the dealio. King.
Low card cuts. Oh, that'd be me. I had a... man.
You're a dick.
Carl had a king. I had cut a jack. Low card deals. That'd be me. That means I get the crib.
I'm pretty sure this game is rigged. Hey.
So we're just going to start back at the beginning, right?
Yeah. Shout out What a Boy for the background tunage.
Yeah, man. I like it. I like it.
Not too shabby. All right, so you want to toss that weekly challenge grid back up yond? So what we're looking at right now in category 1, we got a laughter diary. Once a week.
What's that?
Once a week, you got to write down one thing during that day that made you laugh.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
All right, then we got to try a new beer once a day. Don't have to.
Well, you would get a
sample.
Get a sample or 6-pack.
Oh, okay.
You don't got to get
So
a
not like a
6-pack every
Not
day.
like okay. All right.
Damn it.
Stupid. All right, and then instead
Just
of a
a tease?
snowshoe,
What is that?
yeah, instead of a snowshoe adventure,
Oh, just a hiking adventure.
just hiking adventures. We have that in both categories in slot number 2. We have hike bears, hike new trail / park. So we have 3 opportunities to hike around. Fuck it. Personal woodworking project. Bike ride for a week. You got to go for a week-long bike ride. Knot learning. You got to learn a knot. Start a book
Not learning.
while you're on your week-long bike ride.
Don't learn anything. Not learning. We are not learning this week.
Yeah. No, not. K-N. It's like knife. Knife, knot. You know what I mean? Then we got hike through Baird's Creek. Hike a new trail / park.
I think we should try to change that one. That's a hike adventure, you know.
Yep. Take those.
So hike. I think the hike. I think get rid of hike adventure. I think,
Okay.
I think hike a new trail would be cool.
Yep.
But we'll try to think of something while we read through.
All right. Then we got paint a picture. Paint in pubs. So that'd be like they have the paint and palette places.
Yeah.
We go and paint and drink.
Drink, paint, something for the stew.
Wood burning project in section 3. Elliptical once a day. Like 10 minutes, however you're comfortable doing. And we got cook something new. We got let me change up the tune.
We got write some stand up. We'll talk a little bit about that a little bit later. But yeah, try to think of a stand-up joke or something we could say while we do, an open mic.
Yeah.
Start planning a HUA trip.
Hell
We got some ideas
yeah.
for that. North Carolina.
Pick out a podcast episode for the other person to listen to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, start / keep working on the HUA wall.
HUA wall. Are those just
HUA letters.
HUA
Oh wait,
letters?
no, because HUA letters is over there.
what is the HUA wall?
Were we drunk the entire time we were doing this fucking thing, or what? We'll just go with it. All right, in category number 4, try a new restaurant. Start painting the wall.
We were gonna paint this back wall black. Remember?
Oh, yeah. Okay. 100 push-ups a day. Take a beer of the week brewery tour. Start the HUA letters. Make something new for the stool. We're creative,
What a
man.
great.
Then we got plan an out-of-town Packer game. Plan to see a new stadium once a year.
Okay.
I like that. Trash pickup through Pamperin Park. Oh man, the Gumball Skinny Buddha $50 tattoo, which is they have a. Can you want to explain it?
Yeah, they've got a gumball machine, and it's just you get tatted what you get. So it's $40 for one spin or $50 for 2 spins. So you spin their gumball machine, or like one of those old-fashioned toy machines, and a little, just a tattoo drawing comes out. In one of those little plastic containers, you pop it open, see what you got, and that's what you get tatted.
So $40, one spin, that's what you get. That's what you got. $50.
No. So 50, it would be one for me, one for you. So if I went in there and was just like, I just want to do it for me, I would do 40.
Oh, so $50, and it gets both of us a rando tattoo.
Exactly. We both get random tattoos for $50.
I like it. And then after that, we got pick out an album for the other person to listen to. Loser hand buys the winner food once next week. Oh, and then this one, create your own beer logo, which goes good with what we're fucking doing right now.
Maybe this
Oh,
one
yeah.
here, beer name.
Beer name.
All
right.
Yeah.
All right, and then scoot on over to Six Town. All right, journal once a day for a week. We'll be reading on the show, so nothing like
nothing.
I masturbated today.
Yeah, nothing.
And ate
weird.
Reese's peanut butter cups.
And then smeared it on my dick. Nothing like that. But
Yeah,
nothing like that.
We
But
don't need none of that.
we don't want the real
No,
stories.
no.
We want like
Oh, jeez, Louises.
we want like I read a book today or something. We want the fake shit.
Masturbated today and rubbed Reese's. Okay. All right, and then we got design HUA merch.
Yeah.
Research a cool Packer story for the show.
Cool.
Research a cool accountability story for the show. Go bowling. That's still my favorite one. Shoot each other in the chest. Why the fuck do we have
What
that
is
next
that
to it?
in there?
We must have this must have been when we were wait, what?
Shoot each other in the chest. What was that?
God, I have no idea. We 200
we were
body
probably
weights.
watching
The Johnny
that
Knoxville
Johnny
thing?
Knoxville.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, so I mean we're
200
in.
body weight squats.
We're gonna have to really sit down and pipe this chart up a little bit.
Well, because we did have on here stuff like write poetry, and but that's
Replace that with shoot each other in the chest. Good idea. All right,
It's
let's
like, what
deal
are we-
this shit
what
up.
are we 12.
You guys got the idea. A whole bunch of hoopla. Jesus, criminy. Might have to be making us a new HUA table soon.
Yeah, it is.
She's cracking.
Cracking on us a bit here. Well, dude,
Cracking like
I
the
do-
Liberty Bell.
I do think one of the things we didn't do was mix the epoxy enough,
Oh, that's exactly what we didn't do.
for sure.
Yeah, that's the whole reason for this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we were just
Half of
hand
this table is
mixing it.
just Laffy Taffy glue holding it together.
Well, because we hand mix it, and on anytime you watch someone do an epoxy table, they mix it with a drill.
You know what our problem was?
Yeah.
Is our pumps are like so it said one pump to a half pump, but we had two different size cans, so it wasn't the right pump. Like we need the same size pumps.
I see.
You know what I mean? Hey, shout out all this music. Shout out Decker Pollinari for the intro, of course. Hope you're doing well out there in Atlanta, Georgia.
ATL.
Oh, yeah, man. Gangsta. What's up, guys? Oh.
Tell Quavo I say what up.
Who's Quavo?
He's a
Rapper?
rapper from the Migos, who
Oh.
are out of the ATL. Or out of
Migos.
Georgia, I
Something
think.
like that.
Oh, my crib. Fuck yeah, dude.
I hate this game.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Dude, cheers, brah. Dude, this is
Fucking beer of the week, bruh.
this is stupid. Have these fucking dumb cards.
Thanks, brother.
Shout out everybody listening. If you're watching, this is probably more entertaining, or maybe not. But hey, guess what? Whose show is this? This is ours. Hey, and guess
Cut 'em
what?
up.
Oh yeah, cut 'em up. Okay, I was gonna keep talking shit to the audience, but hey, shout out my wonderful aunt out there in Idaho. Koozy's still looking
Yes,
good.
Thank you. Still looking good. Still keeping the beer ice cold.
Haven't ripped my vest yet. Starting to feel the Celsius a little bit.
Right? Get you going.
I have to shotgun the next one. All right. Great tunes, man. I'm going to do this one. I like this one. This one's a little jungle juice.
Jungle juice?
Jungle juice. All right, we're going to tune it up a little bit while we're... All right. 6.
16.
Jeez Louises. Max looking like a fucking fetus. Okay. What did you say? 24?
23.
23.
Go.
31. Son of a gun.
10.
11.
21. 31. For 2.
Oh, look like we're all tied up there,
Check
fella.
it, tied up. What you got there, buddy?
Oh, I got 15-2, 15-4. A run for tree is 7.
Oh yeah, not bad. I got
Jesus.
double run a 4 for 10.
Yeah, cool. Win another game. Yeah, I'm pretty ready for bag toss, ladies and gentlemen.
I already got this one in the bag, but let me see what's in my crib.
Yeah, I gave you 2 jacks.
Oh wow, that's all the points I got too. 2 points in the crib.
What would you have kept if you were me, right? Same thing?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah, shoots, right? Another bad end. Hell of an episode. Episode 28.
Another victory for me.
Another victory from Max.
I'm gonna roll the dice here to see.
His head looks like it got waxed.
I wonder if that's a thing I could.
Yeah,
Well, see,
it would hurt.
I'm not
I've
like.
watched it.
Oh, I meant like wax to like shine it up. Like,
you could buff it.
condition to buff it out.
Yeah, man, why not?
Well, see, I still
Wanna
have.
go double
I
on the
still
bump?
have a little bit of hair, which is the problem. Like the very top, there's not much, but the sides and back,
You
there
could grow
is.
it out.
I'd look. I would look
Like your brother.
creepy.
Yeah. Yeah. I wish you would have
But-
done that to the camera.
Yeah, creepy.
Hey, God bless whoever's sticking around.
Listening,
man.
hanging out.
Hey, shout out Logan.
No, hey, we got a shout out Logan.
Shout out
hell
Logan.
yeah. We got a lot of fun beer talk coming.
We do.
so
do.
if you're interested in just talking beer, learning a little bit more about beer with us, stick around, stay tuned.
Man, that ended at the perfect time.
That's coming. But let's roll some dice here to see.
Yeah,
what
roll
we're-
out some die,
to
dog.
see what our weekly challenge is this week. God, I hope it's
$50 tattoo.
gumball skinny. Okay, so we roll one at a time, right? That's right. Okay, so we're gonna roll
Yeah.
for a cross first. 5. Okay, it's in play, folks. It's
Holy
in play.
shit, dude. And I'm gonna be
It-
covered head to toe in tattoos by the
It
end
is
of this
in play.
podcast.
If I roll a 3.
God damn.
All right, here we go. Let's see what we're doing. A 2.
Trash pickup through Pamprin Park.
All right, that is
Hey.
much more doable than the old. Well, all these are doable.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice soft clap.
This will be fun. This will be good to do.
Yeah, why not?
Be good. It'll be good times. You know,
Times,
a
good
little trash pickup
time.
through Pampern, the old Pampern Park, and I guarantee there's trash out there too.
Oh, hell yeah.
We're gonna have to find a day to do this. Maybe next Monday.
Yeah.
We're
Are you
recording
gonna be-
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll figure it out. But yeah, we're doing a trash pickup through Pampern Park. I rolled the dice because I whooped Carl's ass in a game of cribbage again.
Hey, what's new? You know?
I have not lost yet.
Hey, you lost a couple hands through the process of winning.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was a close game.
Sure.
Whatever. Let's move on. Stupid. Better start throwing all my trash at Pamprin Park for the next week so we can
We have something to do.
have something to pick up.
Yeah, no, that'll be fun.
You want another beer?
Yeah, I'll take one on deck.
Yeah.
Por
These
favor.
I pounded that Celsius.
They're tasty, man.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so we got through our cribbage game, hopefully the final cribbage game, for a little while. Let's see what else we got rolling through. We're gonna start talking about a little beer.
Oh, you don't say, huh?
Let's talk a little beer history, huh? A little beer history. We'll read a little chapter from
the old hunters, loggers, and bootleggers
book.
This is our beer segment, ladies and gentlemen. Sit back, relax, crack yourself open something cold, and let's tell some good stories.
Let's talk some beer, huh?
Episode 28, beer segment.
Let's do it.
Brought to you by us.
We drink and drink and drink some more, 'cause when Sully owns a big liquor store, we drink, we laugh, and now we sing. We're doing the drinking man's waltz.
Yum, 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 yum.
Fish nuts combo are friends of mine. They like to drink and have a good time.
Oh, yeah.
The Happy Schnapps combo we drink when we sing. We're doing the drinking man's waltz. We drink and drink and drink
Some more.
'cause when Sully owns a big
Liquor store. We drink, we
laugh, and
drink.
now we sing. We're doing the drinking man's waltz.
Yeehaw!
Hell yeah, I love that song.
That was nice. It's 3 minutes long. I thought we'd get into it, you know.
It's a 3-minute song.
It is.
Man.
I'm gonna let that play. It's okay.
Let
It's
her
okay.
play. So what do you want to get into first? A little beer history.
I got a couple. I got like 5 beer
Let's
fun
hear it,
facts.
man.
So I could toss 2 out. We'll read a little part in the old hunters, loggers, and bootleggers.
We'll finish
No,
it up
just-
with some more beer facts. from
Yeah,
you.
man.
Hell yeah.
So since we are brewing beer, it's only right that we have a little history behind what we are doing. So Max,
Yeah, buddy. What's up?
in 1983, there were 49 licensed breweries in the United States.
Okay, hold on. So in 1983, that is only
About 30.
40 years ago.
Yeah.
About
Tom,
40. It's
yeah.
30.
Tom was born in 87. He's 30. Yeah, so about 40 years ago.
About 40 years, give or take a year.
Yep.
Or take a year.
There were 49 licensed breweries in the United States.
So 49. That's it.
That's it.
In the whole United States, that's
that were
less,
licensed.
Right. That's less than one a state.
Yep. In 2000, by the end of 2017, they were 8,863 licensed breweries in the United States.
Holy shit.
People wanted their beer, man.
That is
I wonder if there was something like in that time frame, in that sparked it. Like, what year did it really start going? What year did people start catching on?
or maybe like a law was passed that like enabled people, like you could now it wasn't, maybe there was it was illegal to home brew. You had to you could only commercial brew, but now you can home brew, and once people started home brew and they were able to sell to distributors, once they made enough money, they were able to.
Maybe we'll come back with that next week if my little
I don't-
thing here worked. I'd tell you, but
Yeah, no, that's crazy. In just
Yeah,
a
that's
40-year
insane.
span.
how many of those do you think are in Wisconsin? I think we said how many were in Wisconsin.
I mean, it jumped to 8,000, you said?
Almost 9,000. 863.
I mean, maybe
Sure.
1,000 of them.
That could be. That's a
Maybe
good chunk.
Maybe an eighth, a ninth.
All right. So,
$40 worth.
oh, well. All right, well, let's get to this then. As of 2017, California had by far the most breweries in the United States, with 1,106. Washington in a distant second with only 499.
Well, I mean, that makes sense. California is gigantic. It could be
That
its
is
own
true.
country if it
Yeah.
fucking wanted to be.
Yeah,
You
they
know.
try to claim the dairy state. They ain't taking that from us. We still got better beer.
Yeah, they try to take our beer state. They try to take dairy state. Just about out of populace, you can't just be you just can't call yourself such and such
We should
state.
just start
because
shipping
of,
away at the borders. We just fucking float that bitch off past Hawaii, and then just that's its own thing over there, you know.
Right. You go that way.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
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 Not that we have anything against California, just they're taking
No.
our dairy and our beer away from us, those fuckers.
I was gonna say we still got cheese. Be dairy. All right.
well,
All right.
yeah, I
Well,
mean,
hey. So those are two of my fun facts. Max, tune me in on a little story from the old
Hey.
hunters, loggers, and bootleggers, written by our very own grandfather.
Well, I thought you said you had 2.
That was two.
Oh yeah, the California. That's right. My bad.
You
I
want
thought
me to go
I,
for
no, no, no. I
three?
thought it was all.
Ah.
I thought it was all.
This fucking guy, he wins a cribbage game all of a sudden. He's fucked.
Hey, I just wanted to make sure you got all your history and that you wanted to get in. I wasn't sure if it was all the same fact or if it was 2 separate facts. Here I am, just trying to make sure my buddy over here gets everything. he
Here I
wants.
am.
All right, hunters, loggers, and bootleggers. God damn it. All right, so we've talked a lot, or not a lot, in the past with this book. We talked about the prohibition of alcohol and liquor, and how liquor was a big seller in the Prohibition era. But not a lot is talked about beer during the Prohibition era.
Let me have
So
it.
we're gonna talk a little bit about beer. So bootleg beer. While moonshiners had a ready market for their product, the bootleggers of beer had quite a different story. Whiskey could be bottled and stored for months or years if necessary. Beer had to be consumed within a few months or it turned stale. It required cold temperatures and was stored in barrels that weighed well over 100 pounds and was difficult to transport. While locals had little difficulty in brewing the product, as we know, it wasn't too hard to brew it up.
Oh, we did pretty good. Pretty fast.
They had no way to keep it cold since this was before refrigerators were common household appliances. Bill Knapstein, a young member of the family which had operated the Knapstein Brewing Company until forced to close its doors when Prohibition began, decided to fill that need. In September of 1927, a day after the Outagamie agents raided the Blueberry Marsh, a posse of 4 federal agents from Milwaukee seized a plant at the Knapstein home, which was dubbed the most important and spectacular raid by liquor law enforcement officials in the history of New London. What a long, deep history that is, too. It was dubbed this by the Press Republican. After days of surveillance, the agents discovered the plant in the basement of the Knapstein home and declared it was the largest Wildcat brewery we have found in Wisconsin. Also quoted by the Press Republican. Continued. Alleged liquor found by the officers included 74 cases bottled, 20 half barrels, and 9 full barrels of beer, and 2,000 gallons fermenting in 50-gallon casks.
It's about a weekend up north for us.
Yeah, that ain't shit. Among the equipment seized were the double Frigidaire machine, estimated to be worth at least $1,500, an 8-tap bottling machine, 80-pound pressure filter, electric pump washer, between 15,000 and 20,000 bottle caps, several electric motors, 45-gallon cans of wort or liquid malt. We know all about that.
Oh, yeah, we do.
The agent set to work with axes, knocking heads off barrels, tipping over full casks, hurling bottles against concrete walls, breaking up machinery. The many hundreds of gallons of liquor in various stages of preparation was emptied onto the floor and allowed to run through sewer drains.
Sons of bitches. Motherfuckers. That's a party foul.
A vigorous investigation will be conducted, quote, a vigorous investigation will be conducted here to ascertain why this plant and business were tolerated by local officials when its character was known, declared Mr. Kanchef, federal agent from the Eastern District of Milwaukee. In addition to the 4 or 5 employees who were arrested in the raid, the agents remain... my bad. In
You want me to
addition
take
to
over?
the 4 or 5 employees No, I want to be done today. In addition to the 4 or 5 employees who were arrested in the raid, the agents remained and arrested customers who were picking up orders, including a grocer from a neighboring town, members of the Fond du Lac Eagles Club, the Appleton Elks Club, the district manager for the Wisconsin Telephone Company, and several telephone orders.
A bunch of bigwigs.
Just a bunch of people who wanted beer.
Just give me my fucking beer, man.
In all, the federal agents estimated the value of the beer at the time of the raid was over $3,000. It was later disclosed that Knappstein beer was distributed as far away as Milwaukee. Oh, my God.
To the big city.
All right, let me just get one couple more short paragraphs in here. The malt plant, because we were talking about malt last week, so the malt plant. The raid apparently didn't stop the Knappstein family for long, though. A short time after the feds raided his home, Bill and his cousin, also named Bill, known as Greenville Bill, formed a partnership and purchased the original Knappstein Brewing Company building. The plant had been sold to the Verifine Dairy Company when the brewery closed. The new company left all the brewing equipment in place and used only a small part to make ice cream, but went into receivership. After the buyout, the brothers immediately began manufacturing wort, an essential ingredient in beer, by converting dried barley sprouts to malt in the old brewery plant, and continued production of non-alcoholic, quote-unquote, near beer until Prohibition ended. Man, so yeah, what a different time that was. I mean, geez, you just had local people just wanted some beer. And, the federal agent said, no, not today. We're taking axes. Probably had some bloodhounds in there chasing people down. Golly.
Jesus. I mean, it's like, people want to drink some beer, let them drink some beer. It's like, I mean, that's what we're kind of seeing the whole prohibition of marijuana kind of come to, well, not close, but start to come to an end here. I mean, we're kind of seeing the same thing just with the old dope plants.
Right. Yeah, eventually there'll be stories very similar to this of how
Cheech and Chong were just trying to grow it long,
I mean,
man.
I think people have been put away for life sentences because of marijuana. You know, like,
I mean, it was brought to a whole nother level with this, but
yeah, no, I mean, it's crazy hearing some of these stories about the Prohibition era and the lengths people were going to try to make money, to try to just keep drinking beer that they like drinking. You know, a lot of it is just a mini escape for the day. You know, you put in your hard day's work and you have a couple
you
beers
raise
at
some
the end
glasses
of the day,
together,
and you get up and do it again the next day. And I don't know what's wrong with that, but
because
apparently
somebody's
back in the
always
day,
making more money than the other guy, and if the other guy isn't happy about it,
and if the main guy ain't getting a slice, he's gonna figure
call
out a
up
way
the
to
big
get a
guys
slice.
out and out
Yeah.
of game and bring them on down to New London town. And
Hey, Officer Jim, we got a whole bunch of common folk just trying to buy some beer. You want to go put a stop to all this shit, huh?
oh yeah, get the blood out.
Oh, where are my axes? Get the shotguns.
Interesting stuff, man. I mean, it's amazing where the world has come. Now everybody's just a bunch of boozers, bunch of booze hounds, you know. But hey, we got past it. Now look at us. We're doing a beer of the week every week, with a new beer from a new state, a new county, a new village. Everybody's drinking beers. Everybody's having a good time. Everybody's raising their glasses together, and that's the way it should be. So to that, cheers, my HUA listeners. And to top it off, I'm going to give you 2 more fun facts, little fun beer facts. And as soon as shithead Baldy gets back into the room, I'll be able to share these. Hey, look who you, hey, full head of hair, Hank over here. Jesus Christ. Celsius got me rolling. All right,
No
so
more Celsius for you before the shows.
I'm ready for another.
You got a shotgun in though.
I'll do it.
Yeah, you said.
I'll
Next
do
week,
it, right?
Shotgun.
All right, I'll do it right after
No,
this.
next week before the show. Next week you got a shotgun it.
Well, okay. Well, here's another fun fact. Jeez, I was like ready to do it now. Jesus Christ. Okay,
Can't say shotgun.
do we
around.
only get one a time? One a show? What if I bias the next
Oh
round?
no, you can have as many. I don't care. I just I was more looking out for you, guy. I didn't want your heart exploding in the middle of the
Taking
show.
a lot more than Celsius to the old
I
brain.
guess so. That's true.
So another beer fact for you guys. Let's mosey on down to the other town. All right. Far from being frowned on as a dangerous recreational drink, beer in the Middle Ages was a necessary part of people's diet.
No kidding.
Would we say that changed much? I
Well,
wouldn't say it's necessary now, but you know, some people I've heard some stories of some older folk who are saying like, you know, I've drank one beer a day for my whole
Right,
life, and I'm
right.
170 fucking 8 years old.
right, like at dinner, that,
Yeah.
you know, their dinner drink was a beer,
Yeah.
and that was, you know, you got your grains and you know,
Yeah, you know,
big and strong.
it's
and
like your
hair on the
Wheaties
chest
back
and
then.
shit. You know,
Yeah, one of them.
could be. I have no fucking clue.
All right, so last one.
Interesting.
Though there are hundreds of styles of beer, they all fall into two basic categories: lagers and ales.
Bootleggers,
And bootleggers. They're different.
hunters, loggers, bootleg.
Why do you gotta fuck with me, man? I'm trying to focus on reading right now, man. You know how my fucking reading goes. This fucked me all up. I can't get this word out.
All right, my bad.
Although they are, okay, can you fucking, I know, I can read it in my head, I can't say it out loud. Differentiated, last one, guy. Just fucking read it, the thing. Gotta fuck my whole life up. Sorry, guys, for saying shit.
No, that's my bad. I'll take responsibility for those.
Yeah, I haven't gone to
those
middle
cuss
school.
words. All right. Though there are hundreds of styles of beer, they all fall into two basic categories: lagers and ales.
Here comes the word right here.
They are differentiated
Yeah, there it is. That's what I was trying to say.
according to how yeast ferments during the brewing process. Interesting.
Okay, differentiated.
Differentiated. Like differentiated. Differentiated.
I think one of the weekly challenges to be Carl gets a spelling bee, or Carl has to read big words.
Carl has to. No. Okay. We get a dictionary, and we just have to open it up to a random page, and you got to read every word on. But you know what? Hell, the dictionary breaks up every word, so you'd be able to really easily tell.
So you just have to pick. You have to open up a dictionary, pick one word, write it, and then show it to me. And if I get it right during this, we should do this every week.
We should.
If I get it right, you shotgun a Celsius or something, something, you know?
Yeah.
That'd be God, see, you're this.
We're onto
Yeah, let's
something.
do it.
We-
We're doing this.
bouncing ideas. All right,
Yeah.
here. Let me just
Carl read?
let me just see if I can
Read.
get like a random word generator. Oh, number of. Oh wait. Let's see what happened.
Breakaway.
Hey.
Boom.
All right, I got a
Take a
shotgun of
drink.
Celsius. I'll take a drink.
That could be, yeah.
No, yeah, we need to get
We'll
an
make
actual
something out of this.
dictionary. Yeah.
God damn.
Or like, yeah.
You want to see me embarrass myself? Yeah, we'll fucking do it right here.
Well, hey, but you're also gonna learn because you're gonna see this big word, and you might get it right away.
differentiated.
Or you don't get it, and then you take a drink, and then we learn how to say it all together.
Okay, I'm in. All right. I'm holding myself accountable to learn how to read, man. I know how to read in my head.
It's out loud.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
But hey, I mean, you know, I'm sure there's other people out there who have problems with this stuff. I'm going to drink another Celsius. This beer is not going down good today.
you
I
know,
mean, it's like going. I'm going to finish this one, but after this, it's Celsius for me.
yeah. Well, it was a good weekend, man. You know, we I don't know.
Yeah, I did put down enough, but
Long 3-day weekend. I think I had some beers every day of every weekend day. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
had beers every day for a week. It was
And now, you know, we're kind of getting back into the swing of things, and then we're like, hey, let's drink some more. But really, it's like, kind of.
yeah, and we're trying to do this new cool thing, like not drink a bunch of beers before the show. It's kind of a me rule.
But
And it went well today. I feel great. Feel on point.
I normally, yeah. But
I
anyway.
mean, yeah, you normally are pretty good.
Well, no, I mean, as far as like, I think I usually only have like one or two before we start recording, and then.
Yeah, it depends what kind of day I'm having, you know.
Right. Well, I mean.
It's nice out, and I get a froth in before the show, and it's a couple, 2, 3, 4, you know. It differentiates through the week.
Okay.
There's no fucking way I'm using it in a sentence.
So then you got to use it in a sentence at some point in the show.
Okay. Deal.
You
I'm
gotta
in.
use breakaway at some point.
Breakaway.
No, but yeah, eventually we'll. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. I like that.
Yeah. Of course you would
It'd be like that. Well,
Okay.
you came up with the
I
idea.
know.
It'd be like the episode or the scene from Big Daddy when he's Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Hip hop.
Hip
Hip
hop.
hop anonymous.
What do you give them all the easy ones? That's about how I sound. Hip hop anonymous.
Electricity.
It's just the way it says Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
I might
Yeah.
watch that movie tonight.
Oh man, that's all right. We got to talk about our. Did you finish off your beer
Mhm.
facts?
You did.
I was in the bat
For
room.
me.
Oh yeah, that's right. My bad. I just wanted to quick read this little blurb
yeah.
from Wikipedia here. Beer is one of the oldest drinks humans have produced. The first chemically confirmed barrel of beer dates back to
Barley.
Thank you. Look at that. See, we're picking each other up.
That's pretty good.
The first chemically confirmed barley beer dates back to the 5th millennium BC in Iran and was recorded in the written history of ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia and spread throughout the world.
Damn.
So, beer goes back a long, long way, and one thing we want to do is try to come up with a recipe. Before we get into our own recipe, we got to talk about just kind of do a recap of the brewing process.
Man. Yeah. It was interesting. It was like a science project I always dreamed of doing,
Right?
you know?
I am trying to find the actual. I did it once before. I'm trying to find the instructions on here for our recipe kit so I can just kind of check the bottling process.
Kegging and bottling.
I've done this before.
View recipe and wait.
Come Citra Pale Ale, view recipe instructions. Here we go. Okay,
Bottling day.
So before we get into bottling day, let's talk about the brewing process quick. You want to just kind of anything that stood out to you? Was there anything that was surprising that you I don't know. For me, I didn't realize. I don't want to say how easy it was, but as far as making just a small batch and when you have a recipe kit, it's pretty simple in terms of just following instructions,
Being timely and cleansly.
Making sure you're watching the time, cleaning stuff. Like, it wasn't anything where you had to, reduce, boil something, then reduce it down, skim the top,
Yeah.
use that to put in. I don't know. It wasn't
No,
anything.
I think the same way, like, as you, during the process, especially after it, I was like, oh, we're done? We just let it sit?
Right.
Like, it was quick. It seemed quick and easy. I mean, shout out to Northern Brewer.
Yeah, Northern Brewer.
Northern Brewer, like, the instructions, the setup, the equipment, everything was, like, perfect and on point and just easy. It was an easy process. I think what stood out when we were boiling, I think one of the coolest parts of the process for me is when we started boiling, we added the hops and everything was in and it was boiling and we could smell it.
Yeah.
And it was like smells like bread, like broth, like it was.
We were making bread or something.
Yeah, I mean, definitely
really cool.
just how simple the process was with like the instructions. Like it was kind of shocking to me how quick it went.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I would say for anyone interested in starting to giving brewing beer a shot, get a kit first because
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, we haven't started actually trying to brew beer ourselves with our own ingredients or our own portions, our own style. So I don't know the ease of that versus the kit, but it was cool to have the kit, and it was, the first thing you do is steep your grains, and personally, I would have thought the hops was like the first thing you do. I always, when I think of beer, I think of hops, but hops is basically, that's like the ending portion. That's kind of what gives it the flavor and, really kind of makes the beer its own. But the actual beer itself, how you get to the point where you need something with a little extra flavor is through the grains and the malt.
Yep.
So that was interesting just to see that part of it.
Yeah, and I did get to check out the brew, how it's settling. I saw it yesterday.
Yeah.
And it like everything, the wort is separating on the bottom and the top. So like our beer's
Cool.
sitting in a wort sandwich right now, and
Cool.
it's really starting to take color. And I mean, like the bronze, like the nice color of the beer is coming out, and it was cool to see.
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna I'll probably check it out tomorrow if Tom's around.
yeah,
But yeah, and then one of the things we thought we screwed up was when we were transferring the liquid from the pot to our fermenter,
Yep.
or the wort, basically. It said to just, like we said on the show, to pour carefully and not get a bunch of sediment into the fermenter. But we basically got all of our sediment into the fermenter.
seemed like it. Yeah.
And I thought we screwed it up. I was pretty convinced that we just ruined our whole, our process. But I talked to an uncle of mine who brews beer, or
He
who
brewed-
has brewed beer. Yeah, who brewed our Down and Out
Down
Ale.
and Out Ale, yeah.
Yeah, so he told me that the sediment in the fermenter is not going to change the flavor of the beer. The only thing it'll change is it'll be easier to get some of that into the bottles in the bottling
Might
process.
have a little
So we might have some Scooby snacks.
some Scooby snacks
and
while
the-
you're drinking
yeah.
the beer, but
But, if that's, as long as the flavor wasn't changed or affected, that's what I was most concerned about.
yeah, because when I was thinking, like, when we transfer the boiling liquid into the fermenter, I thought maybe we'd have, like, a filter,
Right, I thought so too, but
but maybe that wort, is it supposed to sit in there to add more flavor, or was it not?
no, I think
You try to get
we probably, so,
Can we let transfer? Let's read the
transfer right here. So, I remember reading this on the show last week, but, okay, so let's see. Gently pour the contents into the fermenter. So from the pot, gently pour the pot of wort and gently pour the contents of the pot of wort into the fermenter, leaving most of the solids in the pot.
So do you think we could have used a filter?
I definitely think we could have, for
I-
sure.
Because
And I think
if I would have known ahead of time, like at my work we have a shit ton of screen filters because anytime you transfer paint into a gun, you filter it to get. But like that, when I thought about that process, I was like, that would have been perfect for it.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know, maybe in like a different kit or a different kit or if a more advanced kit, maybe there's filters.
But hey, this is something that we look like to the future. Now we know,
Right.
like, all right, well, let's figure out a filter system.
And as long as it doesn't change the flavor, like
Yeah.
I can deal with trying to really pay attention to when we siphon our beer out,
Oh yeah.
make sure we're really careful about not letting the solids get into our bottles.
I was gonna say, what if we can somehow filter but see, it would get clogged super easy. My thought was like when we're siphoning from the fermenter into the bottles, if we can somehow slide like a filter screen on the bottom of that bottle, so when we siphon it, then we're catching all the wort. But I
We can
mean,
try.
or we just
The way my uncle described it, he said you can, when you're siphoning it, you can watch the beer go through. It's through a clear tube, so you're watching it go through, and as you get closer and closer to the bottom, you can start to tell when it's starting to pull up more of the sediment. So I'm sure probably for the first like 6-7 bottles will be cool, and then after that the bottles might get a little bit here, and probably like 10, 11, 12 will probably be like,
those are like the
these
beers
are
that
gonna
we
be
hand out to people.
Yeah, that we give to people. Say, yeah, we brewed these on our own. Give
Yeah.
them a shot if they're
You like
bad.
chewing beer?
Right. Meal,
Meal prep.
They say there's a pork chop at the end of every bottle.
Oh, yeah.
There's really a pork chop
chop,
at the end of
yeah.
every bottle with these ones.
But it is funny when I looked. I didn't take a picture of it, but our fermenter right now, like we have a thin layer of wort at the top, and then like a thick layer at the bottom, and then we have like a good clear beer in between.
Okay.
So like it's interesting.
So by wort, you mean, so is it like foam on top? What do you mean by wort is on the top?
like
What's on top?
it's not foam. It's like
It's just a different color?
no. It's like it's something has risen. Like
Okay.
there's like the yeast or whatever, like the whatever didn't settle.
Right.
Yeah, it's hard. You'll have to see it. I guess I
Yeah,
didn't.
no.
I took a
Right.
quick glance, but
Yeah, no, yeah.
but it's separated. So like
yeah,
we
so
have a
there's
layer.
there's 3 parts to
Yeah,
it.
so there's a thick layer of wort at the bottom, our beer, and then a thin layer of. I think it looks like wort.
So
at
the
top.
bottom that's the sediment crap.
sediment. Yeah,
That's like
Yep.
the hops and the grains
Yep.
or whatever
Yeah,
fell
yeah,
through,
yeah.
the heavy shit. So that's at the bottom, and then we have what you said looks like beer, good chunk in the middle, and then the top is
it's like a 1/4-inch layer of just extract and something.
interesting. Yeah, like the
Foamy extract, kind of what my significant other, she's like, looks like moldy beer. And I'm like, not moldy beer. It's
I mean, technically, I don't. Yeah, it's
definitely-
fermenting.
Yeah. So
Something's happening,
something's going on. It looks like something's going on.
dude. So yeah, that's the brewing process it was cool. It was really fun. It was I was apprehensive to record and brew at the same time,
Yeah.
only because I didn't know what the brewing process was going to entail. I didn't know how tricky it would be,
Me neither. I was.
but it was actually pretty smooth. I mean, we kind of did our thing. I really don't know. Maybe the people listening to the show were like, it didn't play well. It didn't sound well.
I
But
mean, I think we're our biggest critics,
Yeah.
and me listening to it, like, I guess maybe if I was somebody who maybe I wasn't watching it on YouTube, I think that would be the hard thing if you were watching it on Spotify or listening to it
yeah.
and not watching it.
I agree.
then it'd probably be slower. But I mean, that's the way it's gonna be sometimes. Because if we're gonna wanna really get our processes on camera while we're doing it, like, kind of have to watch it to follow.
And I even cut out like sections, like chunks for just the audio of when
We're
it was
just sitting there.
just video and we were moving the camera around and
Yeah.
and we were like for YouTube you were able to watch a camera move around, but on audio there would literally just be like 30 seconds of dead silence. So those parts I cut out for audio, so I'm hoping the audio is a little bit better, but
I mean, we did what we could with what we had. The only way we could have made that situation good was like if we had mics set up,
right, everywhere.
Aerial mics like that caught sound, so you could hear us talking through the process.
Right.
But I think we
what?
did. It was a lot better than what I thought it was going to be.
I agree 100%, and I had so much fun doing
I did
that,
too.
That was just a blast. Like,
and one thing in my drunken brain when I was rewatching this, and like, I caught a good buzz while we were doing it, and then I was reading the article about what makes a pale ale and extra pale ale. And then I got to a part where it's like, yeah, some people say like the best extra pale ale is the sweet water. And I was like, oh, Max, that's the beer we're drinking. And I got like way too excited about it.
no, well, that's the
Like,
funny
Jesus,
thing.
fuck.
I could hear you. Like, I was just around the corner,
Yeah.
and I turned around and was like, and I gave you like a fist bump, but then I was like, oh, he can't see me. But no, I was right there with
But
you,
I think
man.
that was like one of the biggest things we've talked about through every process we do is we want to try and get it on video. So people so I think we did the best we could with what we had, and I enjoyed it. It's a great episode. Interesting, awesome process.
Yeah, and again, a much smoother and I think the big thing is having the ingredients.
Yeah.
The actual process of brewing beer is, from what our kit implied, if you're just kind of starting out, is not that hard to just get your feet wet. The tough part is what we're going to try to do now and come up with our own brew recipe, and I'm going to pull up the ingredients on our screen here.
Can we talk about the bottling first?
Oh man, that's right. Yeah. So many things to look at. Yeah, let's talk about bottling because that's. I'm trying to reconnect here. Yeah, bottling. Good call. Thank you.
So our next process in our next part in the process is bottling and adding carbonation.
Right. That's
to
all.
our beer.
It's all a part of it, and we'll be doing this next Tuesday. We'll be
Yeah.
bottling. So bottling day.
Bottling day.
Here we go. The equipment needed from the kit. Transfer tubing, bottle filter, bottle caps, fizz drops, cleanser. Cleanser. We used all the cleanser.
No, I think there's some in with the bottling kit.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Bottle capper, additional equipment needed. 10 clean, empty, pry-off beer bottles. We got that in the kit. Towel, dish rack, storage rack for filtered bottles, and a pitcher. All right, getting ready. Let's see. So about a half an hour before starting the process, carefully move your fermenter to an elevated position like the edge of a counter or tabletop.
Okay.
All right. Soak the open end of the siphon tubing in hot water for 30 seconds to soften. Then push the tubing over the end of the bottle filler.
Once we have everything in hand, all the
it'll be a
equipment.
little easier.
Yeah.
Bottle. Oh, I know what that is. Okay. So there's like this. There's a long, just clear rubber tubing.
Okay.
And then there's just a straight. It looks like a rubber tube, but there's like a spring in the middle.
Okay.
So it doesn't bend, but it's like it's clear rubber tube basically with a big spring, and then there's two ends. One you can tell hooks into another. It's like a female and male end.
Okay.
On two ends.
Yeah.
Okay, so getting ready, and then. So then we'll fill a pitcher with 1 gallon of warm water and we'll mix in a pouch of the cleanser until dissolved. All right, so decontaminate. Using the cleansing solution we prepared, soak the bottles, ensuring contact with all surfaces. Place bottles upside down in the dish rack to dry. Soak bottle caps, I'm assuming in the cleanser. Transfer tubing and bottle filler assembly in cleaning solution, again ensuring contact with all surfaces. Push the open end of the transfer tubing over the spigot on the fermenter. Press the tip of the bottle filler to the base of the cleansed vessel and open the spigot on the fermenter. Let the liquid flow until there is no cleanser solution remaining in the tubing or bottle filler. Save solution for cleaning after bottling. Okay. I'm not...
This might be where it gets a little more thought.
Yeah, we're going to have to really...
Thought
We're going to have to, like... So what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to do, like, a walkthrough.
Yeah.
You know, where we get everything out in front of us, and we just kind of grab stuff, and we go, okay, this
Yeah.
we hook up here.
Do kind of like a dry run.
Yeah, do a dry run,
Yeah.
dry walkthrough. Okay, so bottling day continued. Priming, add 1 fizz drop to each bottle. Bottling, with the fermenter above your bottles, insert the bottle filler into a bottle. Depress the tip of the bottle filler while ensuring the spigot is in the open position. Beer will begin to flow down into the bottle. Let gravity fill the bottle, taking care not to splash. Fill the bottles to the top, which will leave about 1 inch of headspace in the neck of the bottle once you remove the filler.
Yeah, because you the filler, the siphon tube you put to the bottom of the bottle, right? And then once you pull it out, that's what leads to headspace.
I think so,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, that sounds right. Place a cap on the top of the bottle and set aside. Insert the fill into the next empty bottle. Depress the tip and fill. Repeat the bottling. Okay, so do that.
Okay.
Capping. Center the bottle capper over the cap on the bottle. Press straight down firmly on the capper's handles to seal the cap onto the bottle. Wipe the bottle with a dry towel and place the bottle in the storage box. Repeat the capping steps. Blah, 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 blah. Clean up, conditioning. Store the bottles in a dark area at such and such temperature at least 2 weeks to carbonate. After 2 weeks, the bottles can be stored in the refrigerator. So next week we'll bottle, then they have to sit for 2 weeks, and then they can go in the refrigerator.
Then we could toss them in the old stew fridge, yeah. And get them nice and... Oh,
yeah.
that should be a... So I think... So obviously, like, this whole process, we just kind of wanted to read over it out loud with each other so we can
right.
kind of hear it, have an idea of it. But when we finally get our own beer, that should be like a celebratory episode, like
oh, absolutely,
like a nice little bash, and we have to straight up rate it, like 1 to 10. We're
gonna rate it. So what do you think? I mean, we can probably bottle it next Tuesday.
Yep.
And then we'll bring it over here, let it sit for 2 weeks, and then in 2 weeks we'll crack it open.
Will that be episode? That'll be episode 31.
Yeah, we're close. I mean, we could maybe push an episode off here or there.
Yeah.
But no, we'll see how it goes. I mean,
episode 31, the bash of the HUA 31.
Dude, I mean, if we try to do every 5 episodes, like, episode 25, big episode. Oh, episode 30 is a big episode. Episode 35 is... We're going to get bogged down, man.
That's a lot of big episodes.
Yeah, that's a lot of big episodes. You know, at this point, we've been in the game long enough.
We can wait till big 50.
Wait till 50
Let
to
this
really
beer really brew.
Yeah, no, I mean, we...
Episode 50 could be the reveal of the HUA Hazy, our own beer.
We could brew. We could have our own beer. Maybe that's like a long-term goal that we have to keep in the back of our heads. Like, so now that we're through bottling process, we did want to get into our own beer recipe, our own HUA beer recipe. So I think last week we said we were each going to come with a HUA Beer recipe, but
We decided it'd be better to do it together
do it together
on the show.
Mainly because there's just so much stuff here, and I think for both of us, it'd be fun to talk through together and kind of be overwhelmed together. Because, I mean, I was looking at this a few days ago, and there's just so much.
Yeah, I was kind of moseying through all
And
of it
it's
too. And I was
like-
like, what would go good with what?
Yeah, it's
Like,
a
to me, it's
lot.
like, do we just buy a bunch of different shit and just see what kind of
Well,
shit
I think
we
what
get?
we could do. So
Are you still working on your first Celsius? I'm halfway through it. Fucking
Oh no, yeah, this
I'm ready
is still
for a
number
run.
one. I was gonna say I'll be up all night if I finish 2 of these.
I might go for 3. I'm just kidding.
They're good though, right, man? Like
Dude,
these
they're
are
like tasty.
these are real.
I was gonna go for another beer, but I'm like,
I really
these, I
like
just-
these. No, these
just
are
taste
really good.
That
They're
might be
really-
my pre-game warm-up next week.
Yeah, pick and save. Just go to the enhanced water section, wherever their
Yeah,
enhanced
this is
water
enhanced
section.
water. I tell you that much.
Sure is. No high fructose corn syrup, no aspartame, no preservatives, no
Can't have
artificial
that
color,
flavors.
flavors.
Flav.
I was looking at the next essential, so I was trying to 7 essential vitamins.
Proven in 6 published university studies. The University of fucking good Celsius.
At the University of fucking, let's do it now.
I see why Pat McAfee can go for R's. Holy shit. R's. Fucking feel my dick coming out of my fucking forehead right now. Oh, I got heartburn.
Oh, we gotta drink Celsius before every show, man.
This is
This
great.
is the best. All right,
Maybe
so
we can brew our own Celsius.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom again quick after I finish number
Am I
2.
supposed to talk about running a fucking marathon or what?
Yeah, no. Talk about what you want in a beer, man.
What I want from a beer? Let's think about like past favorite beers. I've fallen into a big hazy IPA guy, so I like a mellower hop taste. I don't like super hoppy. So to me, I want something with like I like a good fruity, citrusy hop, and just a light, maybe a light ale, like light Yale yeast, if that's a thing. To me, like I think last week's Hopalicious beer or Sweetwater beer was perfect. It was not too hoppy, but just packed enough punch. I don't know. It's so hard. Like, what adds the different tastes? Like, what I was saying is, like, I like a beer where I can taste my hops, but it's like a mellow hop taste. I don't know. Like, this
Right.
is a whole new world right now.
All right, so let's do. Let me see here. Let's go to. Let's see what they have for like an IPA beer kit, right? Let's just see what like grains, malts, hops they have for because so for our hazy IPA that we brewed, it didn't say what type of grains. It just said grains. It didn't say like if it was like malt, oat, wheat, corn, rice. Like it didn't say any of that. So let's see if we can find. I wonder if there's a way. All right. Not that one.
American wheat ale.
Okay, let's see. Beer color light. Total time to make 6 weeks. Da, 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 da. Slightly. Between. See, it's a lot of talk about like the hops. But what looking for the all grain version. What does that mean? Where's the
Bear with us. Bear with us.
Well, let's see
Just
here.
browsing
Let's,
through the old website right now.
Okay. We're browsing through the Northern Brewer website. We're trying to find like an IPA brew kit that really kind of
Fits our needs.
fits our and really kind of breaks down like the exact grains, like choose yeast.
Omega yeast, imperial yeast, yeast.
No yeast, I have my own. So
maybe just look up like what are different types of yeast used in different types of beers.
yeah, let's
You
see.
know what I mean? Duck, duck, go. What is that? The new Google?
Well, okay, so what we need to find, we need hops, yeast, grains, and malt extract. And then we can add other things for different flavors, right? As far as additives, spices, and oaks, sugar and fruit.
fruits, yeah.
So, like, but the big four main things. So the two things on the end there, the additives and the sugar and fruit. That's just what's gonna like add the accentuating flavors.
Okay.
But as far as if it's gonna make it a hazy IPA, that's gonna be the yeast, the grains, and the extract and the hops. So I think we got to start there.
Why don't you just click on different yeast? Click on different types of everything.
All right, beer yeast. Here we go. Brewing yeast is the most essential of the 4 beer ingredients: hops, malt, water, and yeast. Without it, we would just have bitter grain water that never fermented. We know that the correct strain of brewing yeast is critical to perfect fermentation. That's why we carry a wide variety of ale and lager yeast from the biggest names in yeast making, including Omega Yeast, White Labs, I don't know how to say that. Weast, Imperial, Danster. Okay, so those just seem like those are just like
Basic.
those are the like manufacturers.
Oh, okay.
So Omega Yeast is just a manufacturer of yeast. White Labs is a manufacturer.
So we
of
got
yeast.
English ale dry yeast. We got American ale dry yeast. Yeast 820.
Imperial yeast, citrus, English ale dry yeast. So yeah, we got all kinds of. I think honestly, we just start grabbing. We just say, this yeast sounds interesting. Like
Yeah.
like if we're making an IPA, we're not gonna grab a. I don't know. Is it?
So I feel like if I'm making a hazy IPA or whatever, I'd want something like I don't know. German lager dry yeast. See, like that doesn't sound like something I'd want.
Right.
I could be totally wrong.
Let's look.
Tropical IPA yeast. Yeast
Omega.
oil, Omega yeasts. Yeah.
Tropical IPA. Okay, so let's write this down for our yeast.
A unique strain formerly classified as Brettanomyces, but since found to be, these are my big words, Saccharomyces?
I don't even know. Those are like chemistry terms.
Okay, produces a beer with tropical fruit characteristics of mango and pineapple, adding another dimension of the hops in your own tropical IPA recipes. Can also be used to produce
Effervescence.
effervescence. What does that mean?
I said it wrong. effervescence,
Which
is like when like a smell wafts up
like an
from something,
essence?
and you can like smell it and kind of
Okay.
taste it a little bit.
Okay.
That's like an effervescence in my head. I don't know. That could be wrong, but fuck it. That's what I'm going
when
with.
bottling a distinctive yeast that will help your IPA stand out from the crowd. Okay.
All right, I like this
So
one.
something like I like this one too.
I like this. So so we're gonna go
Omega yeast OYL 200 tropical IPA.
tropical IPA.
Any listeners who want to start drinking Celsius, I prefer starting with 1.
Yeah,
I
don't
suggest. I'm on 1.5 right now, and I'm ready to fucking run through that GoPro. So, woo!
No kidding, huh?
All of a sudden, I look around, like, did the lights brighten in here or something? Holy Celsius!
It's so beautiful in here. God, I love it.
Woo.
All right, so we got our yeast.
Let's go on to the old.
Let's go to the malted grains.
We skipped hops, but we'll go
Well,
back.
because the hops we do at the end.
Yeah, hops are at the end.
All right, so let's see. Malted beer grains. We're reading this all from the Northern Brewer website, looking at their ingredients. So they have domestic and imported, base and specialty. We're all in. Because less time clicking around means more time brewing, and who doesn't want that? Our grain is held to the highest standards in the industry. Our high-performance dual-drive grain mills are engineered to crush more efficiently and uniformly than traditional kerneled single-drive mills, while also leaving the husk more intact for better spargability. SPARGABILITY. Every batch is measured and processed by our granary crew, then bagged and sealed by hand to ensure, you receive the very best malt on the market. New Mecca grade East malt. No, okay, blah, blah, blah. Click here to view the complete guide to beer grains and quickly pick the perfect malt for. Oh, perfect. Here, let's check this out. Beer grains, the complete guide for home brewers.
Look at us.
Grain, the lifeblood of beer. While barley is most common, the category of grain is wide as it is intricate. This guide walks you through the types of grain you can use to make beer and how to choose the right malted grains. Click here to complete chart of beer grain. Okay. What is malt? Malt is grain that has been converted into sugar. Interesting. That sugar is consumed by yeast to create alcohol, a process called fermentation. Grain becomes malt, which becomes beer. Okay.
So
There-
malt grain is converted into sugar. Sugar is consumed by yeast to create alcohol. Grain becomes malt, which becomes beer.
There was a little grain that grew in the ground. It became malt, and yeast ate it up. Then it became beer, and I drank it up. I got fucked up and fell to the ground. Yeah, it's a full circle.
Nice. Circle of life. So base malts.
Hey, speaking of circle of life, can you get me another yard games?
Yeah, I might as well. 9.
Okay. There are a wide variety of malts that brewers can use, all of which fall into two broad categories. Malts, which can be steeped, good for extract brewing, and malts which need to be mashed, all grain brewing required. You got the charger I can steal from you?
Yep.
All right, so then we got base malts. Base malts make up. Hold on, time out. Bad timing for all this, but if we don't do this, then our GoPro dies and we have no more videos. So, 1 second. All right. Base malts. Back to it. Base malts. Base malts make up the majority of the grist in all grain beer, and the variety is, frankly, astounding. Named based on the formation of corns on the barley stalk, 2-row versus 6-row. Wow, this is way more intricate than I thought. The variety, i.e. Maris Otter, Golden Promise, etc., or the region in which it was grown or malted, includes... Hold on, I don't even know what I just read.
We're putting our listeners to sleep right now.
Whoa, I'm putting myself to sleep, dude. Criminy. I'm just trying to figure out what kind of malts to use in our...
Why don't we
HUA
just
beer.
roll around down to checking out the malt town?
Well, there's barley malts, pale malt, Pilsner malt, Vienna malt, Munich malt, Munich malt, mild ale malt, and more. Non-barley base malts like wheat malt and rye malt. High kilned malts responsible for the dark malty lagers of Europe. So, like, yeah, I'm just trying to see, like, so we probably are looking for a barley malt, I'm guessing. American base malt is generally mild and fairly neutral. British malts tend to be maltier, breadier, and biscuit-like.
I love biscuits.
I do too. Maybe make a HUA biscuit beer. Throw some gravy on top.
Put some gravy on that bitch.
Is this bottle cap covered in gravy? Scratch and sniff.
The fuck are we doing?
I don't know. All right. Our caramel and crystal malts. Crystal malts are steep, able, and generally used to add sweetness and color to both extract and all grain brews. They're usually named based on color. General rule: the lighter colored crystal malts are more sweet. The darker crystal malts are roastiness or nuttiness in addition to sweetness. Tom loves the nuttiness. On the extreme light end sit dextrin malts. They also add dextrins, which bring body and a thicker mouthful. Tom loves that. But broadly speaking, anything labeled crystal caramel or Cara something, it's literally Cara dash something, are crystal malts. All right, I didn't learn anything from that other than Tom likes a thick
I want
head,
roasted
mouthful
malts.
head.
No, I don't.
You want roasted malts?
No, I want killed. Go down. Don.
What are you talking about?
Kilned and toasted malts,
You gotta
included
get
malts.
to the adjunct grains.
Oh, I don't want any
No,
flaky barley,
so-
flake oats, pumpkin, squash, potato shit in my beer. I'd rather have biscuit malt, like a saltine cracker in my hazy.
Saltine cracker in your
Oh,
mouth.
look at, we got a whole fucking chart we could have been reading off this whole time.
Look at this. Wee. All right.
This episode sucks. I love this episode. It's a great episode.
Roasted malts. We got kilned and toasted malts. My God.
I'm gonna say other malts.
I think the barley malts. I really think barley
Yeah.
malts will be the way to go
100%.
for our first go at it here.
I agree.
Well, no, I mean just look at what what it has here: pale malt, Pilsner malt, Vienna malt. You know, all these other ones are like
Fucking toasted pumpkin garlic malt.
dark lager.
Yeah,
you know, like
I see we do the
Well, let's see if we can find like a
smooth, clean, rich, intense malty. Clean, sweet, mild malty.
fruits, passion fruit specifically. So if we're going with this tropical IPA, Omega yeast.
Sweet, almost honey-like.
Ooh.
The
The
Briss
caramel.
Yeah.
We got sweet caramel, caramel sweet, caramel burnt sugar raisin,
Slightly
rich
sweet.
sweetness, smokiness, rich toasted coffee, cacao.
I don't want no caramel.
No caramel. There's a lot of different kinds here.
So in case any of you listeners are sleeping, wake up! We're picking out a beer recipe.
We're making a beer recipe here on Northern Brewer. We're going through the malts right now.
Balanced, sweet, malty flavor out of the United Kingdom. The crisp English pale malt.
Man, it's out of the UK. I'm not down.
All right.
We got like 500 more to look at. So
Perfect. Should figure this out soon. Celsius is getting my mind looking everywhere. And neutral, moderate sweetness.
dry, crisp, slightly nah, I don't like the slicey. Spicy.
Slightly
I
spicy.
I do would like a crisp beer.
Oh, yeah, I like that crisp stuff, too.
Grainy.
Ooh, grassy.
Straw, grassy notes similar to Irish whiskey in the finish.
There you go, Leopold Bros.
That might be one.
Take it
Alright.
up. Can you write that down?
Oh, we got a ways to go yet, though. Just
Well, I was
remember
saying, like, write
Leopold
down so
Bros.
remember what to go. There's
I'll remember Leopold Bros. Don't you worry about that.
sweet, slightly biscuity.
Oh,
Biscuit and
that's
gravy. American
clean,
Pale.
clean, smooth.
Ooh.
Clean, smooth.
Ooh.
Wait, what are these numbers on the side here?
Oh, Jesus, you made my head
I'm
hurt.
gonna lose our spot. Lovey bond rating. I don't know what that is. Diastic powder. I don't know what that is.
Power.
Power powder. I added
Perfect.
a D when
We're
there
down
was
at
no D.
247, so.
Grain type, flavor descriptions. Okay, so we were at
Right, couple more down.
down a little farther.
Yeah, right there.
All right.
Nope, down a little more.
Slightly grassy.
Like the grassy. I do like the grassy. What are you doing?
Is that how do you spell Leopold?
Oh.
Leo.
Yeah,
There we go.
we were right there.
That was pretty close. All right. Oh, I like this deep depth of flavor.
Pilsner.
Oh yeah, we are strawberry. We already did that.
Yep.
Honey, nutty, toffee, biscuity, drifting into Vienna and Munich. Sweet malty aromas.
Are you
There's
fucking
a
making
lot.
fun of me, or do you
Munich?
pronounce
No, I
some
like-
of that Munich?
I like how you said it. I think that is. I'm not making fun of you. I'm more of like acknowledging the fact that
I don't know how to read.
no, just that you said it, and I like the way that that sounds better than Munich, Munich. If you
Appreciate
like,
that.
you know, like, hey Germany, if you didn't want us to pronounce it Munich, you shouldn't have spelt it Munich.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Mellow, sweet, and clean.
Oh, where's that?
Simpsons, United Kingdom. I mean,
Oh.
can you live at that?
I think we can.
Mellow, sweet, and clean. I
'Kay.
like my yeast like I like my women. Mellow,
Simpsons.
sweet, like my women like I like my chicken with a little bit of fat on the end. Okay, type that
Not too
shit
much,
in.
not too little.
Just enough to make me grin.
All right, I'm getting it written down
Simpson's
here.
English Golden Promise Malt. United Kingdom Mellow, Sweet, and Clean Base Malt. You're gonna lose our fucking place.
No, I wrote it down. We're good.
Not too much, not too little.
I'm just kind of
enough
rolling
to Get
down.
me drunk.
I honestly think that was the one for us there.
I do too. Smooth, slightly roastiness. I don't like all this roastiness.
Yeah.
Traditionally clean and smooth. No, I like the mellow.
Smooth, smoky. Nah, I like the one we picked out. No idea what it means, but
Sounds
wait,
like
let
the
me
one
see
for
what
me.
is this alphabetical? Yeah. Let's see what happens when we click on it. Oh, look at how dark it is.
Oh, look like some coffee bean.
Finest malts from the British Isles. Black malts are made by... Okay, so it will give a darker beer.
Like my... Never mind.
See, these are chocolate malts.
Fuck it.
I have no clue what this is. But, all right, so we have that written down. Got our malts. Let's look up malt extract. Dry.
Sorry.
So I think for
Just want to press buttons. Can you toss me something out of that snack drawer, guy? Please, I need a fucking snack for this shit. Munchies, Porfait. Not like listen us. No, I don't know. I can't even talk. All right.
hey, we're trying to make a
Hey, I know,
beer
I'm-
recipe here
I'm
because we
trying.
both didn't come with our
Hey,
own beer
Hey,
recipes.
I'm not complaining. I just want a goddamn snack.
So I think ours, the one we had, was this Brisk Golden Light DME, the very first one here. That's the one we used, which is, I mean, probably
Let's try the Brisk Golden Light DMT.
that I don't know if we want to try that. That'll put us in a spot for a minute that we might not want to be at. All right, so malt extract for home brewing. Northern Brewer carries a huge variety of malt extract for brewing nearly any style of beer you can imagine. Malt extracts come in a wide range of colors and formats from it says from I'm reading it right off the website, from domestic Pilsner Light, dry malt extract, all the way to imported dark malt syrups, perfect for any stout. All right, so criminy, let's amber, organic light, DME extra dark, dry malt, extra syrup,
I mean,
light malt syrup,
feel like-
traditional dark.
I feel like stick with the light, man. You know what I mean?
Like maybe this one we used. This
Either the
brisk.
golden, the golden, or the Pilsen, or the Bavarian. No, I think we stick with the light.
The brisk Bavarian.
What about the Muntons DME light? What's that? Click on that.
Let's see what we got here. Muntons DME. Light colored English DME. A bit darker than extra light. Used for pale ale, IPA, and bitter. All right. That's what we're using. Muntons DME light. Okay. All right. I think we should go back and look at our grains. I don't know if this one we got, this dark one,
All right.
I think it's too
All right,
dark.
let's go light. Well, we have options. Go back.
I see. malted grains, base malts, caramel and crystal, lightly kiln and toasted malts.
Base malts.
Let's see.
Oh, I like some lights.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
Pilsner, pale malt, distiller's malt, white wheat malt, pale ale, Belgian Pilsner, Briss, pale wheat, German Pilsner. Let's see.
What about the American?
Oh, my bad. The American, where'd you see that?
American 2-row pale malt. Middle row, far to the left. Right on the German Vienna malt.
Oh, right there. Okay. Let's see. Malt, Europe, American 2-row pale ale malt. An excellent plain American 2-row malt grown in and around Montana and used by many U.S. pro brewers. Good for single infusion mashes. Works well with adjuncts. Don't know what that means. There is so much more than goes into brewing than it's so complicated for something that's been around for so long. Like I want the recipe the Egyptians used.
Piss and wheat.
Let's try it.
Take something we should. Very light. What about the Mecca grade La Manta American pale malt?
Let's check it out. Brewing pale ales and British specialty beers.
Love me a good Brit.
Golden, sweet, and slightly biscuity.
Oh.
This spring 2-row barley base malt comes from the small terrier in Central Oregon, where the Mecca Grade Estate Family Farm and Malt House is located. Let's see what else it says here.
5-star review. It adds that special something. Definitely worth a few extra bucks.
All right. Should we
Add her on.
let's throw this on. Let's just do it. We could,
mean, the
we
thing
could
about it
sit
is,
here
too,
all
the more-
night and come up with the most perfect HUA beer recipe you ever thought.
The more we taste, the more we know,
Mecca,
the better it is
Grade
for the show.
La Manta.
I'm drinking beer. I'm eating chips. Tommy likes to beer brew with us. Brew beer brew. Something.
All right, so we've got our yeast, our grains, our malt extract. Now, for the fun part, or starting to get to the fun part, the hops. Wow, look at there's pallet hops, leaf hops, cryo hops, hop rhizomes, hop extract, mighty axe hops, Minnesota grown. Nope, not using it.
Nope.
What
about leaf hops?
leaf hops. Let's check those out.
Can you
I
hear me
agree.
chewing?
Oh yeah, just munching away.
Have you been able to hear me the whole
Oh,
time?
right in the ear. Just chewing away. But no, they're your munchies, man. You do what you want to do with those munchies.
What the?
No, it hasn't been bad. So Citra hops. That's
What
the ones we had.
What is it?
Chinook hops, rhizome, rhizome, I bet.
Is that an insect?
RHIZOME. Yeah, it looks like a caterpillar fucked a tobacco leaf.
It does. That's some weird looking shit, man.
Those are. I don't want those in my beer.
No. Go. No.
Citra
Look
hops,
at those.
though.
The mosaic hop leaf.
Mosaic hop leaves.
That looks nice. That looks like something I'd roll up and smoke.
Boil up and drink. A dual-purposed hop bred from Simcoe. Mosaic hops features a wide range of aromas and flavors that transfers favorably into a variety of styles. Mosaic offers an incredible combination of floral, fruity, and earthy notes. Everything from citrus, pine, earth, blueberry, tangerine, papaya, rose, blossoms, grass. Jesus, bubblegum. How the fuck? You got pine and you got bubblegum all in one hop. To me,
I do love some bubble gum.
I don't know how that all fits together, but okay, that's pretty cool. See, and another big thing is when we add these hops. So we could probably get a bunch of different kinds of hops, like, so we had, I think in the hazy IPA we did, there was a Citra, Cascade,
Karma.
and
I have no idea.
no, Karma was, I think just like the name, their little Karma Citra, because they use Citra hops. So like Kama Sutra is that like sex book, that ancient sex book. So Kama Citra is like the Kama Sutra.
Oh.
Kama Citra.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, so yeah, like we could do. There's all different let's just
Go back.
I just want to go to just hops in general.
Yeah, just hop up.
See what it says. Hops are the essence of beer brewing. They are the teeny, cone-shaped flowers of the Humulus lupulus.
Humulus lupulus.
Lupulus, thank you, plant. Hops provide both bitterness, IBUs, and a wide variety of flavor to the numerous beer styles. Each variety of hop produces a different ratio of alpha acids, beta acids, and other flavor compounds that are desirable in brewing beer. Floral, citrus, spicy, or fruity qualities are just some of the flavors and aromas made possible with different varieties of hops. In fact, many popular beer styles today are brewed featured specific hop flavors. All right. Hops can be added to your beer at any time, whether in a boil, addition, or dry hopping in the fermenter. Ooh, so I wonder if that's like you take your boil, you throw it in the fermenter, and then you just put hops in the fermenter while it's fermenting. So you don't even boil those ones in. I wonder if that's what that means. I don't know. Maybe that's something to look up. Let's see. So yeah, pallet hops, sampler packs, leaf hops, hop extracts. I wonder what like pellet, not pallet.
Yeah.
Excuse me, pellet hops.
Just
Let me see what it says
they
here.
press them into pellets.
Is proud to offer an enormous assortment of fresh pellet hops from around the globe to brewers. Premium hops are packaged in light filtering bags using. Okay, this is not what I thought it would be. Not much info what a pellet hop is versus a leaf hop. But yeah, like you said, it's probably just a leaf hop pressed into a pallet. Looks like there's more options for pallet hops. Pellet. God damn it.
We'll get there. Ooh, Galaxy hop.
Whoa,
Look at that nice
where
color.
was that? Oh.
Look at that color.
God, nice. The most expensive one.
That's what I'm talking about.
Whoa, look at that.
Oh, man.
Galaxy hops. The true star of citrus. Raised and introduced in Australia, mate.
You don't really hop in your mouth, mate.
This hops right in like a kangaroo, mate. Hit the ground running in the U.S. in 2011, and I can't keep going. And blew
man,
beer makers away. Complex,
That's
intense.
professionally brought, mate. Just got Cheeto all over my mic.
Tropical aftertaste. Galaxy hops are often described as having a passion, fruity character along with aromas of flavor of clean citrus and peach.
Most of the flavors and profile and all the flute with no floral pine and spice.
Making the demand for Galaxy extremely high, causing this variety to be rare and hard to come by.
Oh, man.
Due to high cohumulone content of this hop, it works best as a late addition or dry hop.
Can we look up what the fuck a dry hop is?
Yeah, man. I agree. A dry hop. Whoop, not 4. What is dry hopping? Midwest Supplies. Dry hopping is the process of adding hops, usually in secondary to a beer to add more of a hop aroma to your beer. Traditionally, dry hopping is done in beer styles like pale ales and IPAs, but people are utilizing this process in many other styles as well. Since you are not boiling the hops, you won't be extracting any of the oils from them, and therefore will not be contributing to the beer's bitterness. Ah, okay. What you will be adding are hop flavor and aroma. Seeing that almost 75% of human taste comes from smell, then you can see why people take this extra step with their beers. If you're a big hop fan, dry hopping is a must. I wonder if it says... I wonder if it says when did... Okay, it doesn't say... So I'm guessing it's you don't boil it. It's just when you're done and you add it, you just add the hops into the fermenter. My God. Everyone's got to have a backstory. Can't you just tell me what the fuck it is?
Oh, my God. I need to start wearing blue light glasses.
Fantastic dry hop. Jesus Christ.
Uh-oh, mate.
You're telling me. You're telling me.
Oh, no, mate.
Dry hopping, the guide for home brews. Should we try this one? Third time's a charm, hopefully. Gee, what is dry hopping? Dry humping is when you leave your clothes on and you rub together. Okay. Dry hopping is the secret to rich, delicious beers. You want to know a secret? I want. So what is dry hopping? It is really just adding hops to your beer after primary fermentation. Usually this would be after you're done chilling the wort. Okay, so you chill the wort and then you put the fucking hops in. That's all we fucking needed to know. Contrary to what it implies, dry hopping involves any kind of hop added after fermentation. So if you add hops before fermentation and add some more after, you are dry hopping too. Okay.
Cool.
All right. Gee, many crickets Christmas. Okay. So, should we put down Galaxy as one of our hops?
Yeah.
And this is going to be a dry hop? Should we dry hop Galaxy?
Dry hump the fuck out of this hop. Sorry for my chewing. Munches are good.
Yeah, we're going to dry hop this Galaxy hops. It's going to be real good. We're going to put it in right at the end. Galaxy hop.
Ooh, Chuck mix.
We're going to dry hop these guys. Dry hops. The Galaxy hops. Okay, so we got some more. Let's see. Magnum hops, Fugal hops, Columbus hops. Oh, look, there's even more pages. Wow, there's so many Warrior hops. Lemonade drop hops, nugget hops. Just kind of looking for the most expensive ones. Those got to be the best, right? Mosaic cryo hops.
Oh, wait, never mind. What about the Vic Secret hop pellets?
I saw those. Oh, big secret, huh? What are you hiding, huh? Idaho 7 hop pellets.
Oh.
Let's check out Idaho 7. Let's see what the Idaho 7 is all about. Idaho 7 brings pungent tropical fruit and citrus, thick apricot, orange, red grapefruit, and papaya with with big notes of resiny pine and hints of black tea.
Love it.
Primarily aroma and dry hopping due to its okay, so this would be another dry hop one though.
How many hops do we have to pick?
I have no idea.
As many as we want?
I don't know. That's a great question. Would you be willing to check how many hops how many hops go into a brew? While I hit the head quick.
Yeah. I'll look on my phone.
Yeah.
Might have to do some editing during this process. I'm just sitting here eating fucking snacks and we're gonna see how many hops we add into a brew. A good rule of thumb for dry hopping: 5 gallons.
Well, I mean, I know the beer we brewed had 3 kinds of hops. It had Citra, Cascade, and Centennial.
A standard rule of thumb is to use about 0.5 ounces of hops per gallon.
So I guess it doesn't matter. We could use as many different hops as we want. It's just a matter of if you use too many, it's just gonna be too much, maybe.
Yeah.
So I also think, do we want to make a hazy IPA? Is that what we're going for? A hazy IPA?
Yeah.
So then I think we should try to follow the kit we had as far as when to add the hops.
Okay.
So, seeing like we added the Citra hops like last. So like we would add these Galaxy hops, there are dry hops, so we would add them at the very last. We wouldn't even boil them,
Yeah.
So it would be like so maybe we need like 2 to 3 more. So we need like at least 1 to boil. Let me see. Let me just pull up the instructions again really quick, because I know there was like, I wish I should have brought them with me. Just in terms of when we're adding these hops, I'm curious to see.
Limited edition wine kits. We can make wine.
We can make.
We got focus.
God, there's a lot of things we
Next
could
time
do.
we come with a recipe, I think we'd give like ourselves a list of 5 for each that we're thinking kind of. But there's so many. How do you just pick?
Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we steep the grains, and then you add your malt extract. You steep the grains, you get it boiling, you add your malt extract over high heat, remove from heat until foam subsides, adjust heat, necessary, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so you set your timer for 45 minutes. As soon as you set the timer for 45 minutes, we added 3.5 grams Centennial hops. And then with 20 minutes remaining, we added the Cascade hops. 10 minutes remaining, Cascade, and 7, and then when the timer goes off, the Citra hops. So we had the Centennial was like the boiling hops. Those boiled the whole time for the whole 45 minutes. And then we had one that boiled for 25 minutes, or one that boiled for 20 minutes, and one that boiled for 10 minutes. So, let's see, the Centennial hops are the ones that boiled the whole time. I wonder if we can find these Centennial hops and just see what they say about Centennial hops. All right, Centennial hops, a very popular American bittering hop. Centennial is also widely used for late, additional, and dry hopping. Okay, so if we can use a hop that's traditionally used for dry hopping. We can use it for like our boiling hop.
Okay.
And I don't even know if these are the correct terms as far as boiling and all that shit, but so we could do the Idaho hop as our boiling hop.
Okay.
Let's see. Shit, did I pass? Where'd that go? Fuck. Was that on page 2? Man, this has got to be a fun listen.
Jesus Christ.
All right, Idaho 7 pellets. You want to do those ones for the
boil, the full boil.
Idaho, no, Idaho.
Hop
7
hole.
hops. Pellets. This is going to be for boiling. And then we need one more for the last 20 minutes and then the last 10 minutes. So they had Cascade hops. Let's see what they say about Cascade hops. I'm just curious. Ooh, Cascade hop leaves or pellets? We'll do leaf. Unmistakable grapefruit citrus. Many American microbrews used for late additions and dry. Okay, so
Okay.
so dude, I think we can kind of pick any hops we want and add them whenever the fuck we want.
Yeah, let's do that.
I don't think we should get too caught up, or me personally. I think I'm the one getting caught up here. You know, if we're making a HUA beer, I want to make it right.
Yeah.
You know, if I do something, I do it right. I want to try to do it right. I don't want to just,
Yeah, but we're also kind of like, let's just fucking toss some shit together and see how she dries. You know what I mean?
well, that too. But I mean, if we're buying stuff,
We need
you
to
know,
do
if
it
we're
right.
gonna drop, I don't know how much this will cost us. Maybe $50-$60 to buy all this ingredients. I don't want
do
to.
it right.
I don't want to just be like, we're just gonna grab whatever the fuck thing and hope it goes together. I think we should, you know, come up with a recipe and then we'll maybe refine it. But I like where we're at. I think, you know, we just need one more hop to throw in here.
Yeah, and I mean, I think we kind of understand like the flavors and the
and I know one
everything
thing.
that comes
We're not
together.
buying any hops from Minnesota.
no,
So
absolutely not.
anyway, I just keep seeing Minnesota shit pop up. But anyway, all right.
Did we get the What about
we got Galaxy.
We
That's
got the
gonna,
Idahos.
That Galaxy's gonna be our dry hop.
I like
Idaho's
that
gonna
color.
be. I do too, man. Should we just look for color?
Yeah, let's go
All right,
color.
let's just look for color.
So
The greener, the better.
greener the better. Oh, New Zealand.
Motuka hop
Matuka.
pellets. Look
man,
at
those are
that.
some good shit.
European style. Well, so these might not be for us.
All right, back.
Going for IPA. Oh, look, they don't have the best reviews either.
Back. Nice hop at Whirlpool lime flavor. Nah.
Nice color.
It is a nice.
Oh, Pacific Jade hops. Oh, wait. Oh, okay.
Might as well read.
Southern Hemisphere New Zealand Jade hops are dual use for brewing craft ales and lagers. Okay, it's a possibility.
I had citrus and black pepper. There's a lot of color up. Oh, the Waima. Waimia.
WAIMEA.
Waimia.
Hops pellets. Let's see. Meet Waima, New Zealand jack of all trades. It wasn't always this way. High alpha hop is full of pleasant surprises, bursting with intense, fresh tangelo, citrus fruit, and pine needle character. Styles from dry hopping IPAs to bold bittering. It is even touted. Dude, I think we go with this one, huh?
I like it.
We'll go with Waima hops as our third one.
Waima.
Cool name.
Cool name, good color.
Cool color.
Like pine needle action.
Okay. All right, now we also can look at if we want to add any different types of flavors or additives or anything, you know.
Let's check her out.
So we've got additive spice and oak. Oh, man.
I
don't know what any of this is. Irish moss? What?
This might be like a homework project.
This is a... I think we got... Man. Oat cubes. Yeast energizer.
Celsius?
We're pouring Celsius into our beers? The energizer yeast?
I have no fucking idea.
But
I do like oak.
I think like a lot of this is like it's like if you want to add smokiness, a smoky flavor, or
like a sweet,
like natural strawberry flavor extract, peach extract, fermented yeast nutrient. What is that? Oak infused spiral pack of 2 American medium toast. What? Natural mango flavor. This is all just. This is like advanced.
This
brewing.
might be like
Might be advanced.
Well, like homework.
Yeah. So we have the base down. Let's see, do we want to add any sugar and fruit? I don't even know if this is like. Probably more homework stuff, but I think we have a good base. Like
we have like
our own. I guarantee no one's come up with this mixture of yeast, malt extract, and hop.
No way.
Before we got Omega yeast, tropical IPA, Mecca grade, Lamanta, American pale malt, Moontons DME light, Galaxy hop pellets, that's going to be our dry hops, Idaho 7 hop pellets, that's going to be our boiling hops. Then we got our Waima hop pellets. We're going to add those in kind of middle to the end. I think we did a pretty good job here, guy. You know, we kind of got down into the dirty depths of...
Dude, on our ingredient part, we're going to look fucking fancy, man. Like, Waima...
Out of this Galaxy HUA brew, you know, like, we got to come up with a funky name, cool logo, like.
Oh, man. Like
This'll,
Galaxy Waimai. So I have no idea. What's the
What, you know what's kind of cool? One of the logo for like Spotify and the HUA logo, it's like with star. It kind of looks like it's in sky, the stars a little bit. So it's
Can
following
we
along.
look up what Waima is?
Yeah, let's check this out.
I can't.
Snacking. Carl is a snacking.
Once I start,
Oh, don't stop. I'm right there with you. All right. So what do you want to look up? Like what?
I just wanted to know what the fuck Waima meant.
Okay. Oops. So it's Hawaiian.
Ooh.
What does Waimea mean? Definitions. Okay, so nothing there.
Waia means water. Mia means reddish.
Yeah, reddish water. Waya water. Mia red. So
It means reddish water. Go down a little bit. In Maora, it means forgotten or hidden. So the hidden red water, the HUA hidden red water hazy.
the HUA Hidden Galaxy IPA.
Oh,
Hidden
whoa.
Galaxy IPA.
Ooh.
Hidden Galaxy IPA. Hazy hidden
The hazy hidden galaxy IPA from Idaho. Trying to fit that in somewhere.
hidden in Idaho.
The plumpy potato hidden galaxy
The
hazy IBYOBA.
The Hidden Potato Galaxy. The HUA Hidden Potato Galaxy.
I think Idaho.
IPA.
You'll just get your credits in the ingredients, Idaho.
We'll think of some. Waima Valley.
Pronounce Liliukolakini.
Yeah.
My brain.
Cool. It's all over the place. You want some more Celsius?
Please no. I want to pour this bag of Chex Mix into the bag of Munchies.
Do
it. Shake
Oh, you should do it. You should do it. Do it.
We're only at
Man.
2.5 hours.
We have come up with our beer recipe. Hidden
Oh, shit.
Galaxy IPA or something along those lines. I really like that. Good call, man.
What, be mixing the snacks?
Well, that and looking up what Waima meant. I didn't even think. No, I'm good. I'm
Oh,
good.
come on, man.
I'll get there eventually.
Not unless I eat them all.
Fuck. Oh, dude. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think we'd get that in depth into researching our beer. So I'm very, very happy with that. I know it was a little boring and it might have been a little tough to listen to, but for me that was fun. Like really kind of looking into like, okay, they use these hops to boil at this time, so let's maybe try to find hops similar. But then you look into it and you're like, okay, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because these hops can also be used for dry hopping, but they use them to boil them the whole time. So,
Well, and like the more hops we use, the more ingredients we use, and we'll kind of figure out like, oh, if we add too much of this too early, and it's too bitter or too strong. or
Right.
If we don't add this early enough, then it's just kind of weak and bland.
right.
It's like the more we start mixing shit,
And we'll learn about the different grains.
so we can
and
use the
yeast
same
and-
process we got from Northern Brewer, right? And
Exactly.
then just
Because what we'll do, we'll just make small batches.
yeah.
And and also what we'll do is we'll get the same so for our boiling hops, we'll buy the same amount of hops that was in our starting kit for the boiling hops. We'll buy the same amount of the hops we want to use for boiling. We'll buy that same amount. That way we're not trying to figure out how much, per gallon of hops we
Yeah.
need when it's just like, no, we'll just grab
Please
7
put these away.
grams.
Please.
You want some Skittles?
No.
Reese's Pieces? All right. Well, we created our HUA Beer recipe. Man, we're just having fun. We're drinking some Zambaldi beer. We're drinking their Yard Games IPA. We got some Celsius, courtesy of the Pat McAfee Show. Shot out! Nah, just kidding. Fuck that shit-ass show.
Most importantly,
We're
ladies and
talking
gentlemen,
beer.
we're talking beer. Drinking beer.
Let it play, huh?
Yeah, let it play, and then, we don't need to do no Packer talk today, man.
We got some open mics to look up.
Drink and drink some more, 'cause when's the
Also a joke of the week.
Yes, sir.
store we drink, we laugh, and now we sing. We're doing the drinking man's waltz. The Happy Schnapps combo are friends of mine. They like to drink and have a good time. The Happy Schnapps combo we drink when we sing. We're doing the drinking man's waltz. We drink and drink and drink some more, 'cause Wensley owns a big liquor store. We drink, we laugh, and now we sing. We're doing the drinking man's waltz.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 28 of Hold Us Accountable. We talk beer. Now we're going to do a little bit of that joke of the week and talk a little future comedy. I ate snacks, I drank Celsius, I drank beer. I don't know if I'm drunk or ready to run a marathon.
Or both.
Or both. Hey.
Sitting in the stew, drinking beer.
We drink some more.
We talk, oh, some more. We cough, we laugh, we drink some more. God damn, I wish.
It's a great song.
Oh, I wish I could come up with something better off the top of my dome, but I couldn't. I'm too worried about these watermelons. All right,
Watermelons.
What about trying to find some open mics for stand-up comedy?
And how about in between that, we do a little bit of that.
You got a joke of the week?
Do a little bit of that. We're gonna go episode 28, joke of the week, brought to you by me, Carl. All right. Hope you're ready to laugh. Hopefully I can read. All right, we talked beer. We made our own brew recipe. It only took 4.5 years, but we did it, and we got the best recipe a man could make, we think. But let me tell you the best joke a man could tell, and it goes a little something like this. A stranger was seated next to little Johnny on the plane when the stranger turned to little Johnny and said, "Let's talk. I heard that flights will go quicker if you strike up a conversation with your fellow passenger." Little Johnny had just opened up his book, closed it slowly, and said to the stranger, "Oh, what would you like to discuss?" "Oh, I don't know," said the stranger. "How about nuclear power?" "Okay," said little Johnny. "That could be an interesting topic, but let me ask you this first. A horse and a cow and a deer all eat grass. The same stuff. Yet a deer excretes little pellets, while a cow turns out a flat patty, and a horse produces clumps of dried grass. Why do you suppose that is?" "Geez," said the stranger. "I have no idea." "Well then," little Johnny said, "how is it that you feel qualified to discuss nuclear power when you don't know shit?" Oh,
I love that joke.
great
That's a
joke.
good one.
Good joke. Funny joke.
That
Great joke.
is-
Good joke. I do know there is a the green room in De Pere, right by St. Norbert College. They do open mics.
Yeah, so I saw that.
So first of all, Max, why are we looking this up? Why are we talking open mic? Why are we even doing this?
man, one of the things we wanted to do. So we've done jujitsu. Carl's tried to learn
guitar.
Has learned guitar.
Tried to.
I've tried to do a carnivore diet. What did we do before?
We did woodworking.
We did woodworking. We made this amazing table. It's probably been our most successful project.
Yeah.
What did we do before brewing beer? What was that? We were working on.
The fuck did we do?
I can't. Oh, we were kind of in a weird It was right after. I did. So we were in like this weird transition between the carnivore diet I did. Carl played guitar, and then we were able to get some like cool guests on. Like we had Connor Jasmer on a few weeks back, and he had guitar info, so we just really kind of picked his brain about guitar and all that fun stuff. So we just really haven't got on a groove of like every, 4 to 6 weeks we were doing something new. So now we're trying to get back on that groove of, like we're brewing beer, but the next thing we want to do or that we've thought about, we've kind of planned on doing is trying stand-up comedy, hitting some open mics, like once a week, hitting an open mic, once a week, coming up with some different jokes to try to do. And it's something we're looking at doing, and it's nerve-wracking. It's all those things all mixed in, it's intimidating.
Yeah.
It's a whole new world, as far, like when we did jujitsu, like woodworking, it's not like we're meeting a bunch of people and people are judging us.
Putting ourselves out there.
Right. We're like, hey, this is our project. If we sand something wrong, we'll fix it. Like, we don't have someone looking over our shoulder being like, you guys fucked that up. Doesn't look good. Could have done a whole lot better if you did this, or this. Making beer, like, it's our process. We had a kit. We followed it. If we followed it correctly, we'll find out. If we didn't, we'll know. But really, since jiu-jitsu, we haven't had anyone really, like, critiquing us. And I mean, not even hitting some open mics, we wouldn't have anyone critiquing us, but we'd have people, complete strangers, like, either laughing or not laughing, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm explaining
judging
that.
us quietly or whatever it is.
Like, I guess at least with jiu-jitsu, you had a coach and you had other fellow jiu-jitsu participants who were, like, encouraging, and we're like, you're doing. Yeah, I see where you're screwing up. Just grab here instead of here, and really swing your hips out or something like that.
Stand-up comedy, it's like either you get a laugh or you
exactly
get booed the fuck off stage.
And if it's just like us, just a couple of like guys who just kind of want to try it, I can't imagine there's going to be a whole lot of like well-received like
oh yeah, that's kind of, I get it, where you're coming from.
It's cute. I'm trying to.
It's a bunch of drunk motherfuckers like, boo, you
Right.
suck. Like, this is really gonna push our
But at the end of the day, who gives a fuck? Like, what if we get some laughs? We get some laughs. If we don't, like, they can go fuck off. Like, I don't know. You get up there and try it. So we're trying to find comedy clubs that have open mic nights and how we would get involved in those open mic nights.
Yeah.
We're just kind of doing a very basic overview, basic search of those type of clubs. Carl mentioned the Green Room, which I was on their website, and they had they did have the list of So like, this is their main page, right? So home of Comedy City De Pere, the Green Room, De Pere's home for comedy, and it just says live shows are back. Comedy Improv takes the stage every Friday and Saturday night. Friday night family fun shows.
So I mean, maybe it'd be like this is something where
We'd have to call them and be like,
see-
"Hey, what? Like,
we're
I'm just
a
looking
couple
to
of
try to
stooges looking to
I just want to try some
But,
open mics. How does that process work?
yeah.
So maybe let me jot down a few phone numbers here.
Yeah, and I think where we start, finding places we can go on a weekly basis, and then from there it's like, well, let's figure out what the fuck we're gonna say, talk about, joke about.
Right.
And I know like this is the scariest thing for this challenge is like I can make a lot of people laugh. I know how to be funny. But it's once I'm on stage in front of people, then it's like, oh, my whole plan, my whole skit, like now I'm just like
Yeah. No,
it's
absolutely.
stage fright, man. Like, oh,
Yeah, I mean, it's dude, it's weird 'cause it's something, dude. I've been watching stand-up comedy, not like studying it, but I've been watching it just as a fan of just entertainment and laughing at things since I was, I don't know, a young teenager, and just I remember, Dane Cook was one of the first
it's like look at how terrifying that looks.
Dude, Skyline Comedy Club is actually cool. I've been there a few times.
Oh man,
It's a really cool place.
God, just
But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, just being a fan of it, it's like you don't want to. It's like you appreciate the art form of it a lot, so you don't want to like disrespect it by like coming into it and I don't know, just not being like fully prepared enough to
Yeah.
like really give it your best foot forward. Because that's my big thing. Like if I try something, like I want to at least try it and do it right. Like when we brew beer, I didn't want to just like get a kit and like I took out the couple nights before, took out all the instructions, took out all the equipment, and like really looked at it. And like I didn't want to that day that I was brewing just be like, I don't know, what is a fermenter? I don't know. Like let me Google it quick. Like I wanted to know going into it. Like, all right, this is what we're pouring this into. This is blah blah blah. So it's kind of like that. Like I want to do this. I want to approach it in a somewhat professional-ish like.
yeah.
If I was like really thinking about doing this as like a big part-time side hobby, like I want to try to do it
Do it right,
do
yeah.
it right for like a month. And if it's something, it's kind of like jujitsu. Like I thought maybe it was gonna be my thing. Like I thought that was gonna be something I would continuously do for the rest of my life, and then it just injuries, whatever, was like maybe it's not the thing to continuously try don't stop at one thing, keep going.
Yeah.
Keep trying other things. And this could be the same thing. It could not be. I'm not
But approach it at like it is.
but approach it in the way that like I take it seriously, and I'm not just like going up here and like I just got to do 5 minutes because I'm on a podcast and I got to do it. So dicks, you know, like I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I know that it's not gonna be. I know I'm gonna get embarrassed and probably like leave with my tail between my legs, and I'll probably like before I get up want to puke. But as I'm getting older in life, I'm missing I wish I would have taken advantage of more of those situations.
So why not do it now?
So why not do it now and know that going into it like it's gonna be brutal and just who cares?
Yeah.
So
that's the hardest pill to swallow. Like, you know what? I'm gonna probably suck
so bad.
I'm gonna suck. But at the end of the day, it's like, well, who cares? What is this gonna? What
Right.
These people are gonna find me every day on the street and be like, you fucking sucked last night.
Right.
Like, no, they're gonna come if I suck, they're gonna laugh at me. If I'm good, they're gonna laugh at me. You know,
Right.
at the end of the day, that's what it is. And well, if I suck, then I'm gonna be a laugh to them probably later that night. Like, hey, remember that guy who didn't know what the fuck he was doing?
Right.
And it's big.
Exactly.
Hey, see, I got a laugh out of that
Like,
guy.
at least you
But if I'm
entertained-
good or not good, but at least get one laugh, a chuckle out of somebody, like
yeah,
I
don't
know what's gonna be the hardest part for me is when I first get on stage and I look in the crowd. I'm like, okay, like I like for me, I feel like this is like what my thing is. Like, I need to break the ice as soon as I get up on stage. Like, just if I have a couple stories in mind, like just shit from my past. Like, get up on stage right away and just sit down and be like, all right, let's talk blowjobs, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get down to it. Like just get right up there and not just be like, hi, I'm Kärel. Like, it's really nice
Right.
to be here. Just be like, hey, like,
Exactly. Catch them
Hey.
right away.
when's the first time you got your dick sucked, sir? Remember? No? Okay, what about you? Just like
when
fucking
was the first time you sucked a dick, ma'am?
yeah.
You haven't sucked one yet.
Yeah.
Out of you don't like them, or
Yeah,
you're
just get-
scared, or
Yeah.
intimidation, or you like.
I'm just gonna push pressure onto. But no, like I feel like if like the thought about doing stand up, like it's like, oh, like what am I even gonna write about? And then it's like, no, just sit down, think about funny shit that you've been involved in, or like one of the best things that I always live by is just never let the truth get in the way of a good story. I'll make up some shit. I
Yeah.
don't give
Or
like
just take a story you think is funny and then be like, all right, this is funny to me, but how could I make it funny to everyone?
yeah.
And add some. It's not like if you tell a joke and you're like, all right, this is a true story. All right, listen, like I swear to God, true story. It's like someone's gonna be like, hey, actually, that's not true.
Yeah.
It's not actually 100% factually true, sir.
I think it's
I
just
was with you that night. You didn't fucking do that. Like, that's not gonna
Yeah.
happen.
and just be outgoing. Just I don't know. I mean this is all like what I think, but I don't know. I want to do this. I know it's gonna be probably the most terrifying thing that at the end of the day won't be the most terrifying thing that I've ever done, but
It's gonna be the most terrifying thing we've done on this show for
yeah.
sure. Like, like jujitsu, that was intimidating, but it wasn't terrifying. It was intimidating because
Nobody's coming to watch us.
right.
Like,
It was intimidating because you just don't want to look like a jackass in front of a bunch of people that could realistically kick your ass at any second, at any point throughout your training. But this is like scary. This is like.
oh man.
But at the end of the day, I mean, dude, it's just something I've thought about for so long that it's like, why not just try it? And even if like we suck, but I don't know, maybe you like just you're like, dude, I know I bombed and like it was rough for me and I didn't but I got this itch, man, that I got to get back up there.
Yeah.
And like the next day you go back and you just keep trying and you keep whatever, like who knows, maybe that happens. Like,
Dude, like, and this is my thought. So, like, this kid I knew from went kindergarten through senior year of high school, like, the most awkward, just quietest kid, like, weirdest kid I knew. I saw out at a bar a couple months back, and he's like, yeah, dude, like, I started doing stand-up comedy. Like, I'm doing comedy shows now. And I'm like, what?
yeah.
Like, you're fucking going up, and he's like, yeah, it's hilarious, So like the weirdest kid, and I'm not saying like if he can do it, I can do it, but it's just like, oh, like just takes like what he told me is just like, gotta just keep going up. The more you go up, the easier it gets.
Yeah.
Easier it gets to bomb. Even like if it's your first time and you bomb, it sucks. But if it's your 10th time and you bomb, it's like, yeah, I can write something new, come back next week, and maybe it'll be better. But
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the thought of it, I don't even know what to say about it. Like, it's
And not that it's
freaky, but
not that it's the same, but dude, like our first episodes of this show were probably just huge bombs that like
oh yeah, 100%.
like, if we go back and listen to them, we'd just scratch our heads and just shake
Yeah.
our heads and like, what were we doing? why did we do that? Why did we say it? Why did the intro sound like that? You know,
Yeah.
it's not the same, but it's kind of the same process of like working out kinks of something you've never done before. Or like you think you know how to do it. Like I've listened to hundreds of podcasts before we started doing this one. It's like you think you understand it and you think you can just jump right in and you could do it no problem. But until you actually do it, it's a whole different ball game, whole different world.
Yeah.
And you just don't know until you start. And if we want to actually try, then we just got to start somewhere, and that's doing some open mics. Who knows what that all entails. We'll do a little research. We'll call some places and kind of
Hell yeah.
be like, all right, green room, you guys have open mics. Like, what does that even mean? Like, if I'm just first time doing comedy, like, do I have to prepare like 5 minutes of something? Like, how
Give me
long?
a minute.
Right,
Give me
like,
a minute to start.
What's the length of time that's required, or do I just get up and do however long I can go?
Like, you know what? How I would like to start is doing something like Kill Tony.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be my ideal start. Give me a minute and let me just get bashed by
Right.
real comics.
By like the best of the best.
That would be
Let me-
awesome to be able to go up and like just give it my all for a minute and then just have people just fucking tear me to shreds.
Right.
Like right there. Because then that's when I'm able to open up like, dude, you fucking suck, man. Yeah, I know, man.
Okay.
You know, other than just like going up in front of a crowd and just bombing for a minute and just crickets and be like, all right, my name is Kärel. Fuck me, I guess.
Dude, that was, I think, one of the only times I ever thought I was having like a heart attack or a panic attack was when I went to a Kill Tony show and he was in Appleton with Big Tom, and I had put my name in to go up, and I didn't really have like a minute. I knew like topics or like things I would try to say, but I was like, oh no, I fucked up. I shouldn't have signed up. Because he just rips people apart who just sign up but have nothing planned.
Yeah.
He's like, so you get the show, right? And you signed up for the show, but you didn't have anything and he just ripped. So like every time they would call a name out of like this bucket, my heart was just beating so hard. And finally one time, like I had chest pains and I was like, having trouble breathing. And I just had to like block everything out around me and just like take deep breaths and like and I finally came to and slammed a beer and was like, all right, I'm okay. Thank God I didn't get called up. But yeah.
I mean, I think a good thing for me that, I mean, I haven't even dipped my pen into the ink for this. I've thought about ideas, but I think this week for me, I do want to just think about not write out jokes, but just topics, like
Jot some topics.
like 10 topics of just funny shit that either has happened to me or that I know I can ride off of, and just kind of, because right now I think it's this like it's terrifying to me because I have nothing.
Right.
So like I want to come back next week to the show and be like, all right, I got some ideas.
Yeah.
Starting to think, and like before I go up to a crowd, I am gonna at least get a group of like me and you and some buddies around and like get criticized by people who like will be like, you fucking suck, dude.
Yeah.
You know, like, but so yeah, I think my goal this week is kind of get a jump start on this topic and just get ideas and shit like that.
Dude, I think something in the future we could try to do. You saying getting some buddies around. I wonder if we could like get like the green room if they're like, hey, do you have like a dead night where there's just nothing going on? And they're like, yeah, like Tuesday nights we just have shit.
Yeah.
Like we have open mics but no one really shows up. It's like, could we like host a show and just get like our buddies to come in and do open mics and just be dumb idiots?
Oh,
and
that'd
just
be
like
awesome.
a bunch of people who have no clue what's going on and get just like 30 people.
And we'll tell the green room like they're all alcoholics, so like
exactly
jack up your prices.
Yeah.
We'll get money made on your dead Tuesday
but
night.
just let us come in. We'll set up like a little table or what, like just be like, all right, we're doing stand up tonight. I don't know what the fuck we're doing, but we're trying it. Here's a joke I thought of, and if people laugh, be like, any ideas? Does anyone have any critiques? just a horrible joke. Get rid of it. All right, we're getting rid of it.
Hell
And then,
yeah.
I don't know. Just
That would be cool.
put something like where we could HUA stand-up night or something.
Yeah.
And just like once a month maybe. I don't know.
That'd be
just-
awesome. No, that's an awesome idea.
Especially like if like we got people interested in being like, oh, I'd like to see some of our buddies just try it, and like we'll give
Yeah.
them shit, and if
HUA, the night of embarrassment. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Son of a bitch.
that's it. Yeah, I love it. So yeah, so another thing I want to talk to you about: when do you want, or not when do you want, but when do you think would be a good time to like pinpoint when we start trying some stand up? Like when we're done bottling the beer and it has to sit for 2 weeks, and then within those 2 weeks, like
I think in that 2-week process, that's when we start writing and coming up with a plan. I don't think we just, all right, it's week 1, let's get on stage. Like,
right.
give ourselves 2 weeks
So
to write, prep, and then
So maybe like the first week we call a bunch of places and figure out exactly like, okay, this the green room does open mics at this time. This is what's required to do an open mic.
yep.
Skyline does open mics at this time. This is what they require to do an open mic. And then, okay, so that's 1 week down. The next week, okay, we come to the show with hopefully some jokes. Maybe we could just bounce off each other. And then that following week when the beer is ready, we'll announce like we'll taste test our beer, and then we'll announce when and where we'll be doing our first
Yeah.
open mic. And then that following week
Well,
is when we do it, and then or like something along like we taste test, we announce when we're doing it, maybe even like that Friday or Saturday, and then that next Monday we come back and be like, all right, we tried it and this is what happened, or something like that. I like that.
I like that idea too, because
Giving us
gives
that
us a
2
time-
weeks.
Yeah.
Take a week to call places, set everything up.
I'm getting nervous just talking about it.
Dude,
man.
whenever I just think about like getting up on a stage and talking to strangers, my heart starts pounding. Like I'll just be working and I'll try to think of like a funny line or something to say, and my heart just starts pounding. I start sweating. I'm like, I'm not even in front of people right now. I'm by myself in front of 3 computer screens. Just in my head, I'm in front of an audience and I'm sweating.
Yeah,
like-
no, I like that idea. Well, so yeah. I like
Alright,
that.
but no, I
timeline.
just- I
You got
wanted
me
to-
all flustered.
I
right
know,
now.
man.
Now
I
my
know.
heart's thumping.
Me too.
and-
No, so I just wanted I wanted your input on when you are comfortable trying this, because I don't think I'll ever be fully comfortable. So it's
But
like,
I want to at least be somewhat prepared.
Exactly.
I'm never gonna be comfortable. I just want to be somewhat prepared.
right. I want to be. Yes, I agree. Okay, so we'll do bottling next week. We'll give it a week to call places, to write some jokes, and then that following week, hit some open mics.
This is episode 28 of Holes Accountable.
Oh man, what a show, huh?
Yeah, man. Man. We got a
Yeah.
lot. The future is nerve-wracking but exciting.
Fun this week, man. We had our beer of the week. Talked some bag toss board update. We played our cribbage game. I kicked your ass. We rolled our
Yep.
dice for our next weekly challenge. We're going to be doing a trash cleanup at Pampern Park at some point this week. Talked a little beer history. We did our
Talked
beer brew review. We talked the next steps in our brewing process, the bottling portion. We created our own HUA Beer recipe. We looked up a few open mic bars. We talked open mic. We had a joke of the week.
Oh, my God.
Man,
Hey, we're going to be comedians. Beer brewing,
we open micers.
bombers. Nah, we're going to do great.
The beer brewing bombing hazy IPA.
And that is episode 28 of Holes Accountable.
Thanks everyone for listening.
Thank you for tuning in. I know your time is valuable. There's thousands of other podcasts that you could have settled for, but now you're just vibing with two goofy dudes from Wisconsin who like to discuss their problems and figure out ways to solve them, and challenge the listeners to get up out of their comfort zone. Try some shit they ain't done before. This is Hold Us Accountable. Yeah, this is Hold Us Accountable. Yeah, this is Hold Us Accountable. This is Hold Us Accountable. This is Hold Us Accountable. Hold Us Accountable, yeah. Hold Us Accountable.
Yeah, episode 28. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us this week. Can't wait to get into episode 29 next week. Peace.